lies ahead. The future wheels. Mirrors show what's left behind. But the road calls to the blind. Heavy foot and heavier heart. Race the sun, a brand new start. Throw the rear views torn apart. Do you see it well? The past just echoes with defeat. Wake up. Review lies, it's blind. Don't you see it? Life will race, and I'll just drive up. Gear shift up. The wind it roars, can't hold me back. Painting tracks upon the black. Horizons call, it's mine to chase. Future's grip in this high octane escape. Break the chains of yesterday. Full throttle, heart's the key. Throttle burns, the spirits rise. Shadows shrink under the blaze. Twist the grip of destiny's rod. Above exhaust, my battle cries. Leave the echoes, tear the skies. Forget the tears. The road ahead screams its ears. Burning bright in my headlights. Life's a track with no red lights. Foot on gas, leave shadows cast. The die is thrown, the die is cast. Dust to dust, in time we trust. Ahead is vast, what's done is past. Echoes haunt but can't confine. The road unwinds this life's design. Shred the doubts with every mile. Our fates entwine this endless trial. see smoke like night today. Let the rear view melt and fade. Forwards where my debts are paid. Memories of sirens call. I won't crash, I will not fall. No turning back, the end's in sight. The mirror's cursed, I'll fight, I'll fight, I'll fight. Chains behind, just echoes fade. Racing heart, brush off restraint. The asphalt bleeds beneath the wheels. Each file proves heals.
Were you, or were you not, on a gay cruise?
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the 8 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Thor Athole, captain of the gay cruise. And my co-anchor, Taint Tickler. And, of course, we have a special guest, Drippy Cooch. How you doing, Drippy?
You can call me Murray Dar.
Murray Dar. Welcome to Grunt Speak.
Live from the lair!
All right.
I gotta turn this phone off.
Dude. You were like, what should we talk about this week? I'm like, we can't keep up with the insanity.
It is. The overarching
What the hell?
subject of this is how
DEI,
affirmative action has turned into DEI and is now on the verge of destroying this country.
Yeah, DEI hard.
Yeah.
It's bad news bears, man. But hey, you know what? We haven't seen Sarge in a while. Not since Jacob's Ladder, if memory serves. So how you been doing, man?
Oh, out fucking standing. You know, it's I feel semi-retired. I still kind of go to work 5 nights a week, but it's a leisurely pace, you know. So life is good.
It's semi-retired to go to work 5 nights a week. That's
yeah. But I don't have anyone busting my balls. I'm self-employed, so you know, I don't have somebody grinding me, telling me I've got to wear a bitch mask or call some fucking new guy by his fucking fake tranny pronouns. I don't have that kind of ball busting going on.
Yeah.
awesome.
Look, it just blows my mind that the military is on track to miss its recruiting numbers again.
Ugh.
And they're still pushing this DEI woke agenda and driving good soldiers and servicemen out.
You ain't kidding, man.
Yeah.
Good. But in the face of all that, we have some great news.
Okay.
Would you like to start with the good and then move on to the bad?
Yeah, let's start with the good
The
news.
bad. We got a new life saved.
All
Number
right.
550. We already changed the number over on the board there in case y'all didn't notice. Comes to us from a gentleman who goes by the name of David. Been a long-time listener since I first discovered your videos 7 years ago. Your content is what opened me up to a world of MGTOW when my life was on the rocks and I was planning my early exit from this earth. The hilarity of some of your topics helped pull my ass out of the rut I was in, or at least it kept my head above water. With that said, if you'd like, I would say you can add me to your live save ticker because I'm not sure I would be here if it weren't for your nuggets of wisdom delivered in a funny format. Main reason I'm reaching out is not for me, but a fellow veteran buddy of mine. He and I spent time working together as defense contractors for one of the 3 letters, one of the better ones without all the negative press.
NSA.
Back in 2016-ish. Is a solid dude that would give you the shirt off his back. In fact, when I lost my job around the same time I discovered you, he and another buddy in our circle pooled some money together to build me a PC capable enough to handle virtualizing labs for the degree program I was enrolled in to get me back on my feet. My friend's name is John. He is Army retired and lives in the Colorado area. Late in November of 2022, he was sued by a local home builder after a long back and forth battle with the owner of the business after John and his wife used the VA escape clause to back out of the deal when the house couldn't appraise for what the builder was asking. One of the chief issues was that the builder had quoted a septic dig/install before increasing the estimate by almost $50,000. There was a number of other issues with the build, such as communication, incorrect materials, and designs, but ultimately the final straw was that the house appraised for less than what the builder was charging on top of everything else. Since there's a very clearly spelled out clause in the VA home loan process that allows for a veteran to back out and not be obligated to complete the purchase given the circumstances, he took it, and the presiding judge upheld it. Problem lies in that the builder is appealing the decision, and my friend is $200K deep in legal fees.
Yeah.
None of which he will ever get back.
Well,
Damn.
he could file another motion against the builder for his legal fees once it gets turned up on appeal.
Move.
But that is tough to get done. I mean, my advice is as soon as they start doing this, you just file for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks, but I mean, unfortunately, we need to get the laws of this country fixed so this abuse can be quashed, because it's unfair. I mean, it's straight up. I used to do VA loans. In fact, I used to do VA loans for Chase Manhattan Bank back in the day for half of the country, basically from the Mississippi River all the way to the East Coast, minus 2 brick and mortar states, which is Massachusetts and New Hampshire. I sent out flyers to every National Guard and Reserve unit, active duty unit on that side of the country. And I used to get between 15 and about 50 calls a day, and most of them have shitty credit. You can't do anything for them.
Yeah,
But they do have, the left and right limits. There's a maximum loan value, and this builder, he knows that.
Yep.
And if he's still, pushing a house that goes above the ceiling of what VA will approve, it's 100% his fault.
It is. He continues, effectively by the builder suing my friend over using the benefit he earned by serving his country, he was able to cost John and his family greatly. Turns out this builder has a reputation, and he has used the same practices against other vets in the past, which they usually opt to settle rather than fight in court. Either way, this business owner has made multiple veterans into victims of his unethical assholery. John and his wife have sold many of their possessions already and are putting their house up for sale and are now also considering bankruptcy. A GoFundMe was set up for him by another friend to help him with his legal fees, but I'm not sure what else to do other than put his story out there. He was hosted on a local call-in talk show too, but I was hoping you or the rest of the Pop family would be willing to look at it and share or even donate. I can provide copies of his court case to back this up and any other details if that helps. This man helped me when I was at my lowest, so I want to do the same for him.
All right.
Send over the info, brother.
Yeah, email him his number and tell him to send us the GoFundMe link.
I'm not sure if you already did or not. You forwarded this to me, but I'm not sure if you gave him.
I gave him a number.
It's what goes, man. Number 550. Please send over all info. We got you. Boom. This is how we do here, man. We want to help you guys out, and we want you to help each other out. One of the best things about becoming a supporter for the show is the Gilded Chat. Those dudes are way too busy on there. Every time I sign in, it's like, you have 50 new mentions. Fuck! Can't read all this.
Yep.
I got stuff to do, man. Like smoking and joking with Sarge.
Fuck yeah.
We should just change this show to Newsin' and Boozin'.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's listen, Sarge.
So,
Yeah.
How many years did you serve?
25 spread over 35.
Okay.
you
And
said spread.
how many active years is that, or is that just?
Oh, it was almost all. What the fuck? What happened?
I'm just messing with you,
okay.
sir.
Okay. Don't fuck with the old guy, man. I'm fucking mental already. You're over here.
I kicked his cog out of the groove and he went into the blue screen mode.
Fuck, man. Okay. No, it was almost all Guard and Reserve time.
All right. So, have you actually, at your units where you served, seen women get promoted over men that didn't deserve it?
Not quite so much. One of the worst things I ever ended up doing was being in a CA unit for 4 years.
Uh-huh.
Because you had 5 or 6 year fucking time and service fucking staff sergeants, and I was a prior service staff sergeant coming back in, and I'm talking to somebody who's the same fucking rank as me that doesn't know dick about dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
These fucking 5, 6 year staff sergeants think they know every fucking thing. And I'm like, look, man, I've been through, downsizings. I've been through ramp ups when they, were making the military bigger. You got here like 2 fucking weeks ago, Slappy. You just got out of fucking romper room. They pinned a fucking rocker on you. Shut the fuck up.
Yep. What are you going to do, man?
So I saw a lot of that. But as far as women getting promoted over men, not so much. It was like an equal fucking grab bag because you figure, especially when they stood up a unit in only like 2006 or 7, you figure by 2011 it's still a fairly new unit, so they were just throwing fucking rank at
So you were in use of KPOC, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because when I was in use of KPOC, I was with the 414 Civil Affairs and the 403rd Civil Affairs, and I had a bunch of female soldiers who were just trash hags. And I can't really, that's all I could say.
Trash hag.
It was fucking terrible. I got to write that down.
You can always tell when he's actually come up with something that he hasn't said out loud before. I got to write that down.
Yeah, because I forget.
Let me write it down with my dick.
But the thing is, if you don't pass PT or height and weight, I think you have 2 times to pass, and then they do a packet on you for separation. Either it could be failure to adapt or whatever. While I was at the 414, I filled out 13 or 14 of these packets to put these female soldiers out of the service. Not one of them was put out. I filled out packets on male soldiers. Every single one was discharged administratively for failure.
Damn.
I lost at least half a dozen really good NCOs who got passed up for promotion for female NCOs who barely passed PT, barely passed height and weight, never had a deployment. And I had some one E5 who's unfortunately now deceased. He had 3 deployments, 2 to Iraq, 1 to Afghanistan, air assault, airborne qualified, CIB. I looked at his NCORs. Some of the bullet points were, courage under fire, which is probably the best comment you can have on an NCOR. And literally, they passed him up, and they gave it to some feckless, trash hag who's half in the bag.
Trash hag, half in the bag.
Yeah.
So this guy was a squared away combat arms NCO, and he got passed over by somebody with a gas-o-matic pussy dispenser?
Correct.
That's what you're fucking telling me?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And, he just said, I'm out.
Pussy dispenser.
Yeah, he literally said, hey, Sergeant Pop, this is ridiculous. I should get promoted to E6. I can't believe I got passed over. I'm not re-enlisting. And I've seen that same thing, play out probably 5 to 8 times.
Oh, you want to see what's going on in the private sector? This literally came up after we had this stream all planned. It was like gifted to us.
Uh-huh.
It was a Reddit post by a dude who decided to do his own little bit of a research by kind of like what you used to do on Craigslist with the dating apps.
Yeah.
It's essentially the same sort of thing. He sent 100 applications as a man and as a woman. So he did an experiment, work in CS, and decided to test what the gender bias is. So I took my CV and changed the name to a female name, sent it out with my real name, and then a few days later or a few days before with a female name. Out of 100, my applications with a male name got 7 responses for an interview. Out of 100, my applications with a female name got 45 responses for an interview.
Wow.
Gets better. So it's a 650% more likely chance to get a callback. Resumes were identical, other than the names.
Holy crap.
So then I thought, what about someone looking for working class jobs, like restaurant servers, hosting? So fake resumes, responding to Craigslist ads, both male and female names. Out of 100 applications, the one with the male name, 10 responses. Female name, 87 responses.
That's 87% return rate. That's
Yes.
insane.
Now, you just know that if somebody in the media were to do this exact same experiment and it were to be in favor of males by even 5%, they would screech and ree and say that it's proof of patriarchy and women, need to be uplifted and men need to get out of the way. Fuck you guys right in the ass, because this is the reality on the ground.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? I have a feeling that, listen, we already have the DEI problem. We've had the Me Too issue. There's a lot of companies that got rid of a lot of male employees because of the Me Too issue.
Yep.
That are now facing, lawsuits.
Yep.
Yeah, just a bit.
It's hitting the bottom line. Because, look, if you have a dude and he's a good producer for the company and you have to get rid of him because Mary Jane Rottencrotch pointed her finger at him and said, this guy's a douche canoe with no evidence or anything, and they get rid of him, and you bring the bottom line down to the point where you're in the negative, that company's not going to last forever.
So, Blake, can you pull that article up again?
You got it, brother.
Okay. Check this out. Now, I have no idea about, the second paragraph in that scenario. Maybe they want somebody different there. I don't fucking know. But the first thing I see here is, I work in CS. Is that cocksuckery? Because if it is, I am totally on board with the responses where you typically want a woman to suck that dick.
That's very true.
You're swinging funny, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm shocked they even got 7 responses for a guy.
Yeah.
Like, who wants a guy to come over there and polish his fucking knobs, sickos?
That's very true. Or what is CV? Cock vivisection? That'd be bad, right?
Yeah. There you go.
I took my cock vivisection and changed the male name to a female name. See, now it fits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my thing is this.
Don't dead name me, bigot.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering when this whole thing is going to turn around at some point.
It already is. I mean, Microsoft completely laid off their entire DEI team. They're gone.
Yeah.
They said it's not a sustainable business model, which we've been saying for years, and we were called bigots for doing so. In fact, now CNN's new cope in their attempt to astroturf, come swallow a heels up, pull my Harris, is DEI hire is the new face of bigotry. In fact, if you scroll down here, you can see the exact quote that's being parroted by all the leftoids who don't have anything better to do than watch Cornhub and touch themselves. They really want to say the N-word. We all know what these folks really want to say when they say DEI mayor. So now they're saying DEI is the new N-word. So you're not allowed to say it. Okay, fine. Then we just call you hard R's. How about that?
Well, listen, I came up with the phrase istophobe igot.
Istophobic.
For this reason. We are where we are right now in the United States because we've had a bunch of men blamed, shamed, and guilted into silence.
Yep.
And we're literally going off the rails, and it's a slow motion train wreck right off a cliff. And those who'd say, hey, that's a DEI hire behind the wheel, it's fucking everything up. Oh, you're a bigot for saying.
Yeah, you're a bigot.
Listen, we have planes falling apart in the sky.
Yep.
We've got bridges falling.
You remember that bridge that lasted, what, 2 weeks? It didn't even that bridge that all those women construction workers
was like
built
4 years ago.
It lasted less than a month or something like that, and just collapsed.
But it fell down.
So here's one positive thing: you'd retired out by the time they did this pop.
Wow.
They changed promotion packets in the Army where you no longer have a DA photo. Now, honestly, there are certain names that you'd just know who they belong to without seeing a picture, right? Like if the first name on a soldier is Shaniqua, you pretty much know, right?
Oh man, hang on here.
Shaniqua.
Hey, Sergeant, this we're going to go off in the weeds here. This is a funny story.
Oh boy.
When it comes to promotion photos, your DA photo, right? They used to have it when I was stationed here in Southfield, Michigan. They used to do the photos at Tancom, and I knew the guy there, and my commander went in there and got his DA photo for, I think it was Major, and I go there to get mine done, and I see he has one. I go, hey man, can you put a wig on this guy? He's like, what? Oh, yeah, I know you could do some whiz bang stuff, and can you put a wig on this guy?
Whiz bang.
So we put a hot pink long-haired wig on him. I had him print out a picture. It was like one of those ones you put on the wall for the commanders.
Damn.
And I put it in there,
photo.
and I hung it on the wall.
Oh.
And it was there for like 2 or 3 weeks. So finally he comes to my door. He's like, hey, Sergeant Pop, do you know anything about this pink wig on my head there? I'm like, maybe. And he's like, I will get revenge.
I'm still waiting on my revenge for the head on the wedding dress, to be fair.
No, I'm cool with that, man.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, if it came now, it would be a surprise.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
But he did the same thing to me. He went there and had him, like my D.E.I photo. He put like a handlebar mustache on me and did all kinds of...
You should use that picture for your honorary Kentucky Colonel certificate. Just put it right next to it on the wall.
If I can find it, yeah.
I like to cook fried chicken in vaginal grease. Speaking of vaginal grease, though, if D.E.I hire is now the new N-word, then who's the istophobic in chief? Joe Biden. Together we make history, not erase it. To me, the values of diversity, equity, and inclusion are literally, and this is not kidding, the core strengths of America. That's why I'm proud to have the most diverse administration in history, and that taps into the full talents of our country, and it starts at the top with the vice president. He literally called her a DEI hire.
Yep.
So are we gonna lynch Joe Biden for calling her a hard R in so many words?
The hard R.
I'm just asking for a friend.
But the thing is, the DEI is now getting creamed in court. And I believe affirmative action is on slippery ground.
Yes,
as well.
Now that the Supreme Court decision found against Harvard for their affirmative action practices, the rest of them are going to tumble like dominoes.
If this is really about equality, okay, I need some smart fucking pigmentally challenged honky to fucking sue the NBA for saying, hey, man, I didn't get picked to make millions of dollars playing a fucking kids game dribbling here. I don't care that I'm only 5'2" and I'm pasty and I've got the rhythm of a fucking typical white man. I want that fucking job.
Pigmentally challenged honky.
Well, I mean, let's just break this down into the basic logic here, right?
Oh, holy shit, that's funny.
We have a whole industry on the medical side, and then we have all of this craziness going on for people who feel a certain way, and then they want to get expensive neutering chemicals, get their breasts and testicles and, hose sawed off, and they have to stay on these drugs to keep them in that the mirage of delusional thinking that they're in.
Yeah, they are they are corporate perma patients.
Yes, for life.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at it, we know that the rich look at us as useless eaters.
Yeah.
And these people who claim to be against anything corporate are the ones falling in line behind it. So, I mean, you're getting people lapping off their shit. You're neutering your entire genetic legacy when you push your children to do this shit. It's not reversible. So you will never have grandchildren. Your legacy is done. That's the real genocide. And then, you bring in all these people to be cheap slave labor.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody else, you tax them into oblivion to where they don't feel like it's financially viable to have children. So the rich just get to hoard and hoard and hoard, and the rest of us are fighting over scraps because we're stupid enough to be fighting with each other and not the person who shook the jar.
But here's the thing. We got to get the guy who shook the jar.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. We have the whole trans community, will look you in the face and go, yes, a man can have a baby.
No, they can't.
Yes, a man can become a woman.
No, they can't.
And in reality, you can't. But if you use that same logic, you're like, oh, okay, well, I identify as 65. Where's my Social Security retirement check?
Yep. I identify as indigenous. Where's my fucking casino?
Yes.
Yeah. That doesn't work.
Listen,
unless you're Elizabeth Warren, apparently.
Logic exists because it applies to everything. You can't have everything be logical and then all of a sudden, have this bucket of sawed off tits and penises and say that it's different for them. I'm sorry. It's just ridiculous. And I cannot believe that I'm having this argument with individuals who I went to school with.
Yeah, and they should. Yours was a generation that was still being educated.
Yes.
So what the hell happened?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm
You
like,
don't use it, you lose it.
like
What the
literally,
fuck?
they look at me and they go, well, there are animals in nature that
Ugh.
can switch their sexes.
Yeah, we're not frogs.
And I'm like, if
Right.
you're a mammal, more than likely that's never going to happen.
Oh, only some amphibians can do
Yes.
that, and
some
earthworms have both. They literally rub up against each other like two dudes at the glory hole and swap sperm cells, and there you go, baby worms.
Yep.
Hopefully not in your butthole.
Oh yeah, you don't need that aggravation.
No.
I don't know. You've got me thinking of something now. Maybe I should go and take some fucking corporate job. And when they try to fire me like the second or third day because I offended some fucking pud chugger, I could say, hey, I identify as an unfireable, very likable fucking person. So suck a fucking dick. Never mind. I can't reward you for bad behavior. You don't get to suck a dick all week, you fucking cocksucker. But you better fucking give me that fucking promotion. You better give me that fucking 10-year fucking job contract. And I'm not even coming to work, so I won't offend you, you fucking pricks.
Yeah.
Well,
I identify as working from home.
No, we're here because we had like a whole generation of youth being taught there's no winners or losers. Everyone gets a trophy.
And now everybody
Nobody's
thinks
feelings get hurt.
Yeah, and now everybody thinks that they can force their self-identification onto everybody else.
Yeah.
I identify as beautiful and brilliant. Well,
Right.
you're stupid and ugly, so what
Yeah.
is it? Well, how dare you?
Yeah,
If you identify as rich and you've got no money in your fucking bank account, you're not paying your fucking mortgage.
Yeah.
You're not going to the casino. Guess what, Slappy?
It's pure narcissism, like
Yes.
undiluted narcissism. Get some ether and cut that shit before you snort it, okay?
Yeah.
Come on.
Wow.
You're driving me up the fucking wall with this shit.
But I'm just listen. You either have an XS chromosome or an XY chromosome.
Yeah, and just because you have a double X chromosome doesn't make you a princess, a goddess, a queen. And if I see any of those things in your social media, I'm going to note three things right off the bat. You're a narcissist, you're a loser, and you're going to die in boxed wine in Catland.
Well, the minute I see like my preferred pronouns, all I really in my mind preferred pronoun is dumb and ass.
Then there you go.
That's it.
My pronouns are beep, bop, boop. Fuck off.
And she's actually winning that case.
Good.
It's going to Discovery. They tried to get it dismissed.
Well, because they don't want to go to Discovery.
Yeah.
Speaking of discoveries, if y'all have not been privy to this information, the new merch store is rocking right now. It's over on fourthwall.com. If you go to redonkulas.com on the front page, you'll see a link for it. We got the Pop Lake 2024 merch and the Battle Dwarf 2024 merch right here on the front page. We got beer glasses, we got koozies, we got mugs, we got shirts, we got hats, we got enough armed personnel to occupy Paris. Bad example. But we're moving on.
Yeah, we need to work
Did you
on
just
that.
say koozie?
Yeah, koozie. That's what these are. These things. They're like a thermos. You put your beer in here, and it keeps it cold for hours.
Oh, I thought you were just stupid for a second.
No. It's literally
Isn't
called
it
a
called
koozie.
a cozy?
It sounds like something that we would,
Yeah.
cruise, but
Yeah,
no.
it sounds like something that gets washed in the sink, but what the fuck?
Yeah, I got to wash my koozie in the sink. Make sure I don't get any koozie juices on my dishes.
We need to work on getting the hat with the embroidered redonkulus and skull thing back.
Oh, we'll do it. No problem. I just need to get the skull because I've already got the tab.
All right.
So, got lots of different options over on there. So, guys, check it out. It's good stuff. And I need to post a new design. I've been slacking. So, I got new designs already. Captain Blake's Cruise Lines. We have designs for that. Please don't wear that in public and tell them what it is. I'm not actually the captain.
Oh, like
And I don't wear this hat. You see how gay this is? It's pink, bro. It's pink. Not wearing this hat.
well,
It fits.
truth is the weapon, and facts are the ammo.
Yes. Very true. Very true. Oh, man, we got a couple of chats here we can read before we start talking about handwriting forensics. Recovering NPC. Gentlemen, I've cracked the code. I know what women want. More and something else.
Dick?
There you go.
Actually, we're using an acronym there. It's really a deployable inseminator carrier kit that works off hydraulics.
That's a true story.
Whenever somebody calls you a dick, that's exactly what it is.
Deployable
Just remember that.
barrier
And an
kit.
HOE is a horizontal orientated entertainer.
Yeah. And an ex-wife as an expatriated, withdrawn, indignant fornicator entertainer. I don't remember a lot of these better than you do.
What about O-Beef?
O-Beef is my favorite.
Yes.
Old, bitchy, entitled, expensive, and fat. There you go.
Boom!
If you're really unfortunate, she's an O-Beef and cheddar, and that means that you should probably brush your teeth after you go down on her.
Oh,
No.
Sorry.
Stop.
Some people like the flavor of bacterial vaginosis. I am not among them.
sick.
Shark Denture's article titles: Before Bridge Collapsed, look what women did. After Bridge collapsed, the women weren't really in charge. It was the men's fault. Yeah, I know. That's how they do it. And we're going to be getting into a lot of gaslighting tonight revolving around Hawk Tua Harris.
And another thing that really annoys me about all of this affirmative action and DEI stuff when it applies to women is they use this to their advantage to go to college, go into the corporate world, and they're literally expecting to start off at the very top.
Yep.
Whereas men, for the most part, they start way down here, and you have to work your way up. And
yeah.
All I can say is that's just asinine.
Hold on, Pop. Has it been a few years since you've really been in the workforce seeing the entry-level guys? A lot of the guys these days act like bitches.
That's true.
Yeah.
Same thing. They all want to start out like they don't want to start at the bottom and work up anymore. Even the guys are little cocksucking bitches.
Speaking of cocksucking bitches, I got to play this for El Snows. Maybe you should wear this. No, I'm good. Or one of these instead. Bastard. Never gets old.
What are you going to do, man?
Welcome to the show. But what's really got a lot of people wondering, I mean, we all know at this point, I think everybody understands that with the DEI hire-in-chief, come swallow a heels up, pull my hairs, there's definitely been some weirdness going on. You know, the people who want to defend democracy essentially just installed somebody who didn't get a single vote into the nomination, just like they did with Hillary back in 2016. Even though Sanders was beating her ass, you know, up, down, left, and right, she got all the super delegates.
And they're the ones pulling out the, you need to protect our democracy. They're not even following their own rules.
No, they're not. They change them on a whim. Just like apparently Joe Biden can change his signature on a whim.
Well, first of all,
that's a little weird.
That's a stencil. If all of the signatures are the same, that's a stencil.
Well, I mean, the thing is, they're not identical, but they're close enough to where you're like, okay, they're consistent. Mm-hmm. And then you see other things, but this one here, you can tell this is a chick trying to, because look how loopy the B is. That is just, that's got chick written all over it. So who do you think forged the letter, Jill or Kamala?
I would say it's his wife.
Yeah, probably. She's used to forging his name on checks, I'm sure, yeah.
Listen, wives get really good at doing that.
Why are you paying for male prostitutes with a check? Just asking. I mean, Hunter lives right down the hall.
But yeah, I mean,
they keep it all in the family over at the Biden house, right?
Well, when I used to do VA loans, about 2 or 3 times a year, I would talk to a veteran who'd been divorced for, 2, 5, 10 years, something like that. Ex-wife, still signing his name for lines of credit and shit after they've been divorced.
Naturally. And
I call these guys. I'm like, hey, you can't do a house. You're like 17 grand in credit card debt. He's
what?
Like, what? I don't have any credit cards. Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do. And you need to sue this woman back into the Stone Age and criminally prosecute her because that's what's that F word? Fraud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, side tangent here because that's how my mind works. You just got me thinking of something. Both of you guys probably know motherfuckers that over the years have said, hey, I'm getting a divorce, but we don't need to waste the money on the attorney.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever met motherfuckers?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
It's like, motherfucker, if you're still on speaking terms, don't even get divorced, okay? If you're not on speaking terms, get representation because it's either pay now or pay later. And a lot of these guys that have fucked up divorce terms are because they thought they were saving money by not getting a lawyer or not getting a fucking good one. If you're getting fucking divorced, guys, don't fuck around. My fucking divorce took 3 years and cost me 35 grand.
Wow.
But
emotional damage.
but it was worth every fucking penny. And I even told my attorney, who was a chick, by the way, I told her, hey, I'd rather fucking give you the money than this cunt the money. Because I already know her. I don't really know you. You might be a nice person. So,
Hey.
Yeah, there you go.
so Charlie Mike, you know?
I don't know, man.
Wow.
That's some crazy ass shit.
That there's no shortage of crazy ass shit in the world.
No, it's
Definitely
just getting
not.
worse. Like, and listen, all right. So let's just go through this whole thing here. All right. So they rigged the election in 2020 to take Trump out of the game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then while he was in, they impeached him technically twice.
Yeah.
But he wasn't convicted on the other side. Okay.
Because it's partisan bullshit.
He's had civil lawsuits, criminal lawsuits, or criminal charges.
Artificially inflated misdemeanors into felonies that were past the statute of limitations. You know, New York literally passed legislation just to go after him. Yeah. Because the misdemeanors were already way past statute of limitations. E. Jean Carroll's bullshit accusation way past statute of limitations. They changed the laws in New York to go after one guy.
Correct.
That is fucking scary.
It is.
And pathetic.
But the thing is they have done everything in their power to take him out of the race and showed their hand and their ass the entire time, this 4 years.
Oh, yeah. And then when the bullet missed, they really fucked up.
Yeah. And
now he's got like former Deltas watching his ass.
Well, yeah. And we have the FBI director saying that, perhaps he was hit with glass. He wasn't actually shot.
Bullshit.
Like what? I mean, all right. Okay, hang on a minute.
I mean, judging from what we have seen and the fact that CNN actually live streamed a Trump rally for the first time ever.
This
was a plot.
It's a whole plot.
Okay. They had a photographer there ready to catch the bullet in the air with a camera on a setting that it did not need to be at in order to get the shot.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, there it was. It
Pulitzer
wasn't glass, okay?
He's going to get a Pulitzer Prize for that photo.
Yeah, did the firefighter die from broken glass? I don't think so.
No. And, the 223, when it hit that firefighter, you have no idea where that bullet's going to go.
Yeah.
Because that thing starts tumbling crazy.
It's just insane. That they literally want you to disagree with your own eyes and ears.
Yeah. Yeah. And listen, there are idiots out there that'll be, he was hit with glass. Like, oh my God.
Oh, it was staged. Yeah, but if you say it about Sandy Hook, you get sued for $1 billion.
Yeah. What were you saying there, Sarge?
Who was that ice cold cunt that was standing behind him that started running her fucking camera phone right before
she's in the FBI. That's been confirmed.
Of course. The same corrupt cocksuckers that are going to do the ballistics test, say these all came from Slappy's gun, whatever. All the bullets fucking match. Oh, sure. Yeah. We trust those fucking people to investigate anything. I wouldn't trust the FBI to figure out who had an overdue fucking library book anymore.
Now, if you watch that woman with the phone behind Trump, she literally looks over to where the shooter's at least 3 times.
Yeah, and she crouches down before the shots begin and immediately pops up with her phone.
Yes.
Little weird.
Get the hell out of here.
And then at the RNC convention, it was hilarious. Somebody sent me this video. There was a chick who was sitting behind Trump, grabbed her own pussy. So just being in his presence apparently is just enough to just go to town. Work that jelly bean. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
Speaking of jelly beans getting worked, I think this is the first job that Kamala has gotten because a dude pulled out. I mean, maybe it's just me. But speaking of disagreeing with your eyes and ears, did you hear this little bit? I mean, because it sounded like a pre-recording when he called in live to her accepting her, whatever nomination, whatever the fuck this was all for. And she accidentally almost called it a recording. Let's take a listen.
It is so good to hear our president's voice. Joe, I know you're still on the call. And we've been talking every day. You guys heard it from Doug's voice. We love Joe and Jill. We really do.
Oh, yeah, we love Joe and Jill. Yeah, Jill can't fucking stand you.
All right. So she got a job from a guy pulling out. So basically, she de-linked from the Smoky link.
Yes, very much so. Oh, well.
Yeah, listen. I mean, this whole charade is actually becoming more and more apparent. Because you know who pulled all of Biden's funding? Was Obama.
Oh, yeah.
Why in the fuck do we have a former president who did 2 terms still sticking his fucking nose in what's going on? That needs to be fucking quashed ASAP.
The Obamas see themselves as the natural successor to the Clintons. That's, and I think there is a bit of a dynasty, grudge going on here between those 2 camps.
Yeah, it could be. What they both need to get. I'm not going to say anything violent, but they need to be told to shut up, sit down, and just get on with the rest of your life. You are done.
Please and thank you. Ugh.
Out of those 4 people, only one of them is heterosexual, and that's Bill. He's a rabid cunt hound. Although I think he's probably had less pussy in his day than Hillary, or maybe more, and that's why she's always so fucking bitter. Because Hillary likes eating at the Y there. She's fucking Muff Diver Supreme. And obviously fucking Big Mike and Bathhouse Barry, his ears used to be normal, right? Then he married Big Mike. And that motherfucker with those fucking lats and those deltoids.
Yeah.
Get over here, Barry.
I mean, he doesn't have pigtails. So that's the next best thing, right? So you just keep looking until he looks like Will Smith.
Yeah. Totally. Give me some skull, bitch, and fucking jumbo his fucking ears.
Sooner he keeps pulling on Barry's ears like that, he's going to look like the meme where it's like, shit.
He'll be able to fly for 2 reasons. Number 1, he's Tinkerbell. Number 2, he looks like fucking Dumbo.
We are so demonetized there, Sergeant. That's
DEI hire, please.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I forgot you guys are still on YouLube. I should have told you.
It's all right, man. It's
Sorry, man.
No, YouLube, I think, is the Barry's preferred brand for his asshole.
Yeah. And that name for them is such a joke because all they ever do is dry ass fuck you guys. There's no fucking lube.
Oh, God.
That's what the taxpayers of America have to deal with now.
It reminds me of going down on an Italian chick after she hasn't shaved for 3 days.
Oh!
That's how you saw your face off.
Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. It's like you really love the taste and smell and feel of sandpaper against your skin. Go down on an Italian.
Well, you know why 10-year-old Italian boys have mustaches, right?
Why?
Because they take after their moms.
Fair enough.
As long as they can cook. Oh, man. Now, I have to ask both of you guys.
All right.
Was agreeing with BLM on your 2024 bingo card?
No.
It wasn't, nor was it on mine.
Well, here's the thing. All right, hang on.
And yet here I am.
Well, let's talk about BLM for a second. All right. BLM is basically a muscle arm for the progressive and the left.
Along with they are the progressives KKK, essentially.
And they were... Antifa and BLM were the rehearsals for what's yet to come because they've put all the communication in place. They have all the NGOs to support. They got their money lined up. All they got to do now is have some of these military-aged men who've come across the border, arm them.
Which is most of them.
And the commo and everything's already in place. That's. I think I'm going to do a zombie apocalypse on that one.
I mean, did you see the video of these dudes essentially practicing a beach storming operation with perfect precision over in California? Just strictly military-age men. Mm-hmm. They beached the boat and jumped off it like it was a Chinese fire drill.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yep. Welcome to Middle America. When you get there, the guns will be waiting. I'm not encouraging that behavior. I'm just saying that if you fuck around, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And as we heard last week, to fuck around is human, to find out is divine.
We got to put that in a T-shirt.
So that horse shit yesterday in D.C., I would have been offended, except D.C.'s a foreign fucking city, right? That's not even fucking America.
Yeah.
So you have the Durka crowd over there fucking burning American flags, right? Fucking guy peels out on a fucking fag flag, on the fucking rainbow flag, on the fucking crosswalk. He gets charged.
Yeah, he gets that's a hate crime, but burning our country's flag is freedom of speech.
A bunch of fucking no-fly cocksuckers over here burning the flag.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, that's cool.
Please explain to me how I'm privileged.
Well, hang on. we need to do something about this, all this hate speech bullshit.
Yeah.
Hate crime or whatever.
Yeah.
It's being abused. It really is.
Oh, without a doubt.
Now, listen, I got it.
A crime doesn't magically become worse because somebody yells hard R while they're punching you after being punched first.
Or the N-word.
Yeah.
Or if it's reversed. If somebody that doesn't need the gift certificate to the tanning salon, if that person beats the shit out of a pasty Mick, guess what? Even if he calls them a fucking honky and a cracker during the beatdown, it will never be called a hate crime.
Nope.
Correct.
Oh, just like that hotel in Arizona years ago. The dude literally, it's like trying to force this dude to play Twister. He keeps giving him different instruction after different instruction.
And then shoots him.
Just cold-blooded murders him in the hallway. Were there any repercussions? Nope, because the dude was white, so no one gave a shit.
That's right.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you got, dudes pistol whipping pregnant women, using counterfeit money, getting all hopped up on fentanyl, having a heart attack in police custody, and we have a summer of riots.
Well, listen, when they crashed the economy, a lot of those individuals who did shit like that,
it's going to be bad.
People coming looking for them. You don't listen. You are not getting away with that kind of shit without somebody coming after you. There was I was watching a video. This is about a year ago. It's a small town in North Carolina, I believe where the local police officer shot this dude's son and paralyzed him, and like 3 days later was taunting the father about shooting his son.
Wow.
All right, if that is how cops are going to roll.
If somebody got extreme chiropractic in that situation, I wouldn't shed a tear.
Well, my thing, though, is that is reprehensible.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we need to scale back this violence, calm down a little bit. And we have to do something about the prosecutors, the judges, and the law enforcement.
The law, the judge, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Yeah.
They have too much power.
Yeah.
And literally they have immunity. So the Constitution doesn't apply to them. They can do whatever they want. So indirectly, the Constitution doesn't apply to you. This needs to get fixed.
They were allowed to legislate from the bench for how many years before Roe v. Wade was overturned, and now many of them are doing it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
And listen, I mean, if you're a judge and you get overturned, then there needs to be a process to address why you're still on the bench.
Yeah. If you get 3 overturned decisions that are deemed unconstitutional, you should be forcibly removed from the bench. Period.
There needs to be a solution to this because this is getting. There are so many people out there who have been caught in the system and fucked over on bullshit.
Yeah.
All right. And I don't know what to say. I mean, it's shameful. It's straight up shameful.
It is. We're supposed to have a process in this country, that we all agreed upon. I mean, we're supposed to look at the Constitution as the law of the land, the 10th Amendment notwithstanding, of course. And yet these dudes, the only time they look at it is when they look down to see what they're wiping their asses with.
Well, here's a case in point. Mr. Harrison, we had him on the show, 2 years
Oh, yeah. But people were asking me for an update on him. Have we heard from him?
He's in prison.
He's in prison now.
All right. So he finally got his trial, and the judge said, you can't use this defense. Even though he had video and pictures for a self-defense kind of defense.
So basically an ironclad defense.
He got railroaded, and, he's supposedly going to get out here in a few months and go to a halfway house, and I'll probably try to help him out with something. But, I mean, listen, the DEI hires are so incompetent that all they do is they keep you in the local jail, and they keep postponing until you run out of money, and then you have to take a plea deal. That's not how this is supposed to work.
No.
In fact, Mercedes Carrera, we talked to her at the very beginning of our
long
2013-14.
Yeah, I know she got railroaded over.
She's still in jail. 38 postponements. At what point does the judge say this is
right to a speedy trial?
Yes. All right. That nothing says incompetence.
Oh, it's not incompetence. That's malicious intent.
Well,
when you postpone that many times, they are deliberately trying to bleed your resources dry so that when the trial finally comes, you don't have any left.
Correct. And listen, I don't give a shit what you're in prison for. If you did something screwed up or whatever, you still need to go through the process.
Yeah.
And you should not have to literally go through millions of dollars to pay attorneys to keep going through postponements until you run out of money. if they do that, we need to have a system in place to sue those individuals for malicious prosecution or, dare I say, straight up incompetence.
So I've got a hypothetical question now that we're on this topic, something I've been curious about, but not curious enough to actually fucking look up and try to figure it out. Let's say, because we both know there are a shitload of January 6th defendants that ran out of money to fight it.
Yeah.
And they had to bend over, spread their cheeks, and take a deal. I get it. They ran out of fucking money. Can a person that took a plea deal be pardoned? Question A. Question B, if a lot of these convictions get overturned because they realize that they hid evidence, like all the fucking tapes that got released, will the guys that took a plea deal be exempt from that because they came out and said out loud, "I'm guilty"?
Well, this
is taking the plea deal. Are they exempt from being exonerated?
These are legalese questions. I'm not an attorney. I don't have any stomach for that. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff that needs to get fixed here.
Oh, yeah. And when you look at shit like this, like the reason why BLM is up in arms, you see that there is an acknowledgement of the process. And most of the time, and I think that this is part of the problem, most of the time, idiots like this, like BLM, are totally cool with the process being waylaid as long as it benefits their side.
Correct.
Bottom line is this: sooner or later, if you keep shaving off that stuff that's too edgy, you keep shaving off the edge, sooner or later you're going to run out of edge.
It's going to turn into a slide.
Yes. And guess what? That's a slippery slope, and we're all going to end up at the bottom 6 feet under.
Yep.
I am very sick of people saying that Kamala is not black. I'm sick of hearing that. I know she's Indian.
She's like half and half, yeah.
Yeah, and the Jamaican side isn't super dark. There's a lot of cream mixed in the coffee there.
Yeah,
but to say that she's not black,
all the dudes.
Yeah, to say she's not black is not taking into account that she's very black by injection.
That's very true.
A ton of BBC in her.
Willie Brown, Montel Williams.
Yeah,
to name a few.
All right. Had to rub off.
And I'm sure Joe took the blue pills a couple of times so he could hammer her mouth whole.
Well, this is my thing. I don't care what race they are. I don't give a shit.
I don't care either.
What I care is about her past. When she was working in California, she kept people in prison so she could exploit them for work.
Yep.
Now, when your prison sentence is over, technically they're supposed to let you out.
Yeah, she put people, in prison for smoking pot for life, and then laughed about how she used to allegedly smoke pot back in the day. Like it's this rules for thee, none for me shit.
When her father came out a few years back and said her family, her Jamaican family, used to own slaves, it sounds like maybe it skipped a few generations because she's trying to make these prisoners in California become de facto slaves of the state.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much what happened.
So, do you want to see what BLM had to say about this? It's actually quite interesting.
I would like to see that.
Timeline of events. Sunday, Joe drops out. Kamala Harris announces campaign with Biden endorsement. She says she's going to work hard to earn the nomination, makes calls to party delegates. Monday, Harris continues making calls to party delegates. She makes 2 public speeches. AP announces that she has secured enough delegates to be the Democratic nominee. Harris releases the statement noting she's worked hard to go out and earn this nomination without a single vote. 24-hour process of talking to party bosses is not democratic, nor is it a process Democrats should be proud of. We do not live in a dictatorship. Delegates are not oligarchs. Actually, that's exactly what they are in the Democratic Party. Yep. Installing Kamala as the Democratic nominee and unknown vice president without any public voting process would make the modern-day Democrat Party a party of hypocrites. We call on the DNC to create a process that allows for public participation in this nomination process, not just a nomination by party delegates. Holy cow. Why am I agreeing with BLM?
Yeah, I didn't see this one coming.
The sun shines on a dog's ass once in a while, I guess.
Yeah, I am not a fan of this organization.
No. And since they've been trying to astroturf her, be just way beyond, the gaslighting has hit supremely hard.
Yep.
Not just the DEI hire is the new N-word thing. That's actually been coming about for a while. I think the first mention that I saw of it in my search history, my search results, was like March.
So where we are now is we're in the gaslighting redirect phase.
Yes. And it starts with, 1984. We're literally going to try to scrub the internet of stuff. GovTrack deletes the 2019 scorecard for Kamala Harris, showing she was the most liberal U.S. senator, to the left of even Bernie Sanders. Yeah, to the left of the socialist. That should scare the shit out of you. Yep. So she became. Keyword was that she was ranked the farthest left. Suddenly, that ranking has disappeared. Unfortunately for GovTrack, the internet is forever. Just like all the DNA swimming in Kamala Harris's brain from all the dudes she fucked.
God damn.
She's going to take that shit to her grave. It's going to leak out of her ears. I'm just saying. Yeah, here we go. Boy, did I call it or what?
Yeah, he did.
Wow. And then more gaslighting. The media is now trying to say that Kamala was never border czar.
What? Come on.
I shit you not. This is actually happening.
She is on. She did interviews.
Yeah. Time Magazine. Kamala Harris was never Biden's border czar. Here's what she really did.
We need to get rid of. Listen.
Her border work was on the root causes of migration. She wasn't in charge. Never mind the fact that the Trump campaign and Republicans. Okay, this is the bullshit here. Axios is doing it. Axios themselves used the words border czar in 2021, referring to Kamala Harris.
Yep.
No refuting Trump's claim about the invasion of our open border, just a refutation that Kamala ever had that actual title. So essentially, they're trying to distance her from the policies of Biden's administration because they know those are losers.
Yes.
And you know what the effect it's had on polling? Fucking zero. She polls worse against Trump than Biden did. That's why they're trying to astroturf this hard and gaslight people into believing shit that they were saying themselves for a year. Oh, that's not true.
Well, I mean,
she was never the border czar.
This is the way I listen.
Wow.
My ESP is telling me there's going to be 2 more attempts on Trump. If they fail, he will probably get elected, and then the powers that be are going to tank our financial institutions and destroy this country with hyperinflation and what have you. That is the way I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong too. It's a bold statement.
But my ESP is telling me there's some bad stuff coming up.
The thing is, they made it through Trump before, and in fact, they made a lot of money just letting Trump do his thing before.
Correct.
They obstructed the ever-loving shit out of him the entire time, mostly his own party, fucking rhino cuck bastards. But the thing is, if they try again, they will kick off the 2-way rifle range.
I hope they don't, man. I don't want to see any of that. But
the thing is, like you always said, once you can't feed your family, can't put gas in your car, you can't heat your home, it's on. They try to financially tank the country to that degree, the gloves come off.
French Revolution is going to take place again.
That's the ultimate fuck around, find out, tale of two cities action, and I do not want to see that on our soil.
No, I don't want to see it either.
Just because we're talking about this shit doesn't mean we want it, for the record.
Yeah.
So how many miles away from Durkistan are you guys there in Michigan?
Dearborn?
About
a half-hour drive.
No, it's about 11 miles straight line.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to take like a
it's about 20-minute drive.
Shit.
Okay, you better get the bacon bullets ready then.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm not worried about it. We're gonna have bigger fish to fry if that stuff kicks off.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. We'll get around to them, but they're not first on the list.
Yep. I love this cope here because this is how just the caliber of debating that we're going to have when she gets on stage with Trump.
I want to see.
I love this. We've been to the border, so this whole thing. So this whole thing about the border. We've been to the border. You haven't been to the border. I haven't been to Europe.
That's exactly what she said.
What the fuck does that have to do with it? Well, I haven't been to Europe either.
Are we going to get we're going to strike if we play that?
No, we shouldn't. It's because it's common Creative Commons.
We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border.
You haven't.
We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
I haven't been to Europe. And
Border czar.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, this. All right.
Yeah, let's just not go into work and say we worked that day.
I've said this before.
I identify as a 40-hour-a-week worker, even though I'm sitting at home thumbjacking my shitbox and playing Switch.
I've said this before. I think what they did in 2020, they thought they were doing. They thought they won and they're getting over.
Yep.
But they have literally showed the entire country their hand.
Yep.
Number one, and they've showed the entire country how illogical they are and ruled by emotion. Listen, you don't want to have people with the football who are emotionally unstable.
No.
So who has the football fucking today? Because we don't even know that Pedo Joe's alive.
I don't know. It's
So who the fuck is running the country?
Yeah, that address to the nation looked really freaking weird.
It looked like
that pre-recorded shit? Fuck
it was
that.
AI.
Oh, it was absolutely pre-recorded. There was no audience there. There was no press there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just like there was no audience allowed at the debate. So, and they had that 2-minute delay programmed in, and they still couldn't edit out all of his meandering fuckery.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man,
Quick, make the commercial breaks longer so we can keep this going.
he was mentally fried in 2018.
Oh, I knew he was fried way
he-
before.
Yeah. In 2012, we knew that guy was a fucktard.
Well, yeah, he was like the court jester of the Obama administration. He was brought in to keep people chuckling. He wasn't actually there for any other reason than just to be the tall white guy next to Barry.
Yeah, when you have a fucking linebacker-looking fucking guy in a dress named Michelle,
Michael.
how much of a fucking douche do you have to be where you're still a funnier piece of shit than that?
Wow.
Yeah, look at that big old dick flopping around on the Ellen show.
Yeah. Fucking anaconda, man. That's the only first lady that ever made me suffer from fucking penis envy.
There you
That
go.
motherfucker's hanging down to his fucking knees.
I bet Barry has to keep one of those vibrating butt plugs in his ass 24/7 just so he doesn't shit himself
And
on accident.
also, this is really important about Kamala. Technically, she's not even eligible to be the president.
No, she's not, because her parents were foreign nationals. They were not born here.
She should not even be where she's
Well,
at.
Just like Barry was not technically supposed to be. But again, we're talking about a group of people. They do not care about the fucking rules.
I know
They do not care. But Barry is on record himself saying he wasn't born in the U.S. So it's hilarious when they're like, well, you can't prove it. He literally said it. I saw the video. It's nearly impossible to find, but it's there.
We should dig it up and put it on the show.
Yeah, I saw it one day on like a freaking fluke.
If anyone finds that video, send us the link because we're going to put it in our library.
For a year or two, when he was the junior senator from Illinois, Kenya actually had signs. Welcome to Kenya, the birthplace of U.S. Senator Barack Hussein Obama.
Correct.
They took those fucking signs down in 2008 when he started running, but those signs were common knowledge. Everybody saw that. His own half-brother says he was born here.
Yeah, and we need to start enforcing this shit. This is getting stupid.
It's
but who enforces, right? The same Fed boys, the same fucking cocksuckers that are in an organization that was founded by a cross-dresser named Hoover.
Yep.
You expect these cocksuckers to fucking be above board?
Absolutely not. And I was talking about this earlier today. I was like, look, if you're thinking of voting for Kamala, okay, just remember, the same people who are telling you this month that Kamala is a great candidate and she totally wasn't the border czar were the ones telling you last month that Biden was totally with it.
Yeah.
And it was a conspiracy theory to question it.
Right.
They fucking hate you.
Yes, they
Accept that. Even if you're voting for them, they fucking hate you.
correct.
Because all they want is to give you enough breadcrumbs to keep you voting Democrat. They're not going to make your life better.
No.
They're the party of the poor because they want you to be poor.
Wow, we got to put that on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pretty
shit.
good.
If they're the party of the poor, it would stand to reason they would want you to be poor so that you keep voting for them.
Correct.
If the conservatives allegedly are the party of the rich, even though they're absolutely not the party of big money anymore by a long shot,
Haven't been for years.
have not been for years, then wouldn't it be in their best interest to watch you succeed?
Yeah. Let me do a quick announcement here.
Just saying.
All right. If you're watching this show, I always do this at least once. We have been radically demonetized by YouTube.
In the butt.
We don't even make money on the videos. All the money we make is donations from the YouTube side.
Yep.
Any
We've
little
done the
bit you
math.
send helps keep the show going, and we appreciate it. So please help us out. I hate to
Yes.
be the beggar, but that's just the way it is. We don't make any money doing this.
That's the one hard R with 2 G's we're allowed to say.
Yeah.
Or nagger.
Hey, so does Rumble actually fucking pay you guys?
We get a check from them every now and again.
Yeah, but most of that, again, is still,
Yeah.
So they
donations
actually
from
pay
you.
out the fucking rants to you guys?
Well, we don't get when we remember before the ad apocalypse, we were making about between 5,000 and 6,000 on ad revenue.
Yeah, we were doing
month.
about in 2019. We had hit our stride. We were getting over 1 million views a month on YouTube.
Correct.
And amassing hundreds, if not thousands, of subscribers per week. We hit 100,000. Things were going great for a little while longer, and then about 2 months later, we hit 110, and then all of a sudden, the social blade hit a wall and fell off a cliff.
Yeah,
you could literally see it in their graph. You don't need, like, I don't need to go and decode all of their HTML and binary bullshit on YouTube to know that we got algorithmically demoted because I could see it in real time.
Yeah.
It's people, of course, we've got hate subs on this channel. Like, well, it's just because you're boring, you're stupid, you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't care.
You've been saying that we're 72 hours away from civil war for years. It's like, no, he was saying at any given time. You're 72 hours away from complete chaos.
Yes.
Because if your electric, gas, and water turns off and you have no way of getting food or anything like that, or feeding your family, getting heat in your home, shit's going to pop off. And it'll only take 3 days.
After 3 days, you become the zombie.
The zombie.
Just saying. That's the way it goes.
Or a Democrat, it's modern vernacular. Zombies! Dad, you shot the zombie Flanders. He was a zombie?
Yeah, no shit. Hey, as much as shit hits the fan sounds like it could be like a bad time for everyone, if we ever got there, just know, people, especially anyone watching this channel fucking knows, just know it's going to be 5 times worse for gargling little cocksuckers in mommy's basement that survive on Hot Pockets and fucking soy lattes, okay? Because those fuckers are toast.
Yeah.
So it's going to suck for everyone, but it's going to suck more if you're a sniffing little cocksucker handout fucking monkey.
And don't forget about the deep thoughts.
Yeah,
the only plans. So you got their simps who live in the basement and survive off Hot Pockets, and then you've got the bitches who sell their box and they survive on Snot Pockets.
I want to know the average age and sex of Antifa.
That they're mostly white trust fund liberals from gated communities circle jerking each other.
I don't know.
Talking about queer theory and how it's totally not an excuse for boy love, even though 50% of queer theory is literally that.
But I'm just shocked that we have that many people who are so stupid. They're willing to become militant to defend the craziness.
Well, think about it, dude. The number one career now for chicks out of high school and college is only plans.
Yeah.
The IRS asks them for proof of income. They Xerox their cooch, for crying out loud.
Well, the word on the street is OF is going bye-bye.
I have no idea.
Because there's a bunch of, kiddie porn and stuff.
Color me shocked.
Yeah.
There's chicks who are still in high school, minors on that site, selling feet pictures and art. It's just like Hunter was totally selling art, right? Isn't it amazing how we had this wonderful, talented artist who was selling his paintings for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then magically he's not selling paintings anymore?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like it was a money laundering operation and outlived its usefulness as soon as too many people found out about it.
Yeah. I would say that is legit.
Yeah. I mean, I could just imagine, Biden tells him that he's not going to run, and Zelensky's just blowing up his phone. I still get my money, right?
I don't know, man.
I'll suck your dick for $5.
Oh, and here's another thing that's got me upset.
Somebody's going to meme that. I'm so fucked.
I got an email a few days ago from a guy who watches the show. And there's an individual who got convicted in the J6 who took a plea deal. And now the VA is coming after him for all of the benefits and everything.
Oh, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Fuck the VA.
Well, listen, that needs to get, that whole situation for that particular serviceman needs to get corrected. Now, I get it. You go in prison, they shut off your benefits, but I've never heard about them coming after you for all of the stuff you've collected over like a 5 or 10 year period.
Well, that's just more and more proof that the money model that the bureaucracy has created is not sustainable. They're looking for any excuse to go back and steal even more from us.
I've got one worse than that, Pop. There was a guy in, I think it was Alabama. I donated some money a couple of times there. His VA money got cut off when he got charged not convicted, but charged.
Wow.
And the DA's excuse was, if they cut off the money then, in case he got convicted, he wouldn't have a debt to have to repay. So that was their justification for cutting this guy off and bleeding his family, because this guy was locked up for 2 years. His family was starving. He finally took a fucking plea deal. So they cut him off just for being fucking charged.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Screw that.
That needs to get fixed.
No kidding, man. There's a lot of things in this country that need to get fixed.
Well, and your army pension, right? That is the only way you can lose your pension is if you commit treason.
Correct.
But your VA disability money can be cut off if you get convicted of a felony, or in some cases, we found out after J6, even charged with one. So you're telling me a guy that got fucking maimed, serving his fucking country, doesn't deserve that money, but maybe somebody that was in for 20 years of fucking peacetime, never got shot at, he's locked into that money no matter what, as long as he doesn't commit treason.
Well, I mean,
it doesn't sound right, man.
Yeah.
Well, Joe Biden should lose his presidential pension then, not like he's going to live long enough to spend it or collect it. But I mean, he's provably committed treason multiple times over.
Yes, he has. They're already.
Well, he already got his money on the front end. He got his 10%. And
10% for the big guy.
Well, listen, he is so implicated. And this is just my opinion, but he is so balls deep in this clusterfuck of fuckery that they're going to have to zero him out.
Yeah.
So he doesn't run his mouth.
He's senile. He's going to say whatever the hell comes to his mind.
I mean, he already told us that they stole the election.
Yeah. The greatest voter fraud campaign in the history of the world.
Because he's losing his mind and he starts talking about shit he shouldn't be talking about. They can't allow that. Yeah. Whoever's pulling the strings.
Yeah, and he's got dementia. So what the hell is Kamala's excuse? Almost calling it a recording. There's Freudian slip there. And she's well used to the Freudian slip, but usually it's Freudian slipped right into her asshole.
But, I mean, can you see what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you're in the mob and you're a mob boss and you start getting all senile and shit running your mouth, you're going to get a bad beer.
I've been saying it for years. Pedo Joe is the perfect puppet and the perfect fall guy all rolled into one.
Yeah.
Okay, Obama's got his arm all the way up his ass. He's making him talk. But as soon as the guy's not useful, he's the perfect fucking fall guy.
Yeah, he's gone.
The guy can't even walk up the fucking stairs without tripping. The guy shits himself. It'll be real easy to believe he had a fucking accident.
And if they attempt to go full tilt boogie on him and officially throw him completely under the bus and then like back over him a few times, Harris will just pardon him and be like, well, he's old.
Yeah.
He's too old. He can't spend the rest of his life in prison. He should be with his family.
Yeah. Now, listen, man. Here's another thing that's going to be really hard to sell the American people.
Fortis Castle. Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Here's the thing.
Hey, Tommy.
She's polling worse than Trump. All right. There's all kinds of snippets and clips that Trump is going to use to absolutely eviscerate her.
Oh, yeah. I literally, on the website, one of the sources is one of these attack ads that you can watch for yourself. It's quite delicious.
I don't know how they're going to sell to the country that she actually beats Trump.
They can't. And that's why they're astroturfing her and trying to gaslight and literally change internet history.
Yep.
It's pathetic.
And listen, we cannot allow this to stand. Like, we're covering it on this channel. We only get at most 15 to 18,000 views within a month. It's not like, we're out there in front of hundreds of thousands of people. But if we had 1,000 other guys who make their own content, who refuse to allow them to be gaslit by big media, we can literally circumvent them because their numbers are in the toilet.
Well, that's essentially what we're doing now.
Well,
that's what Twitter is doing to the media.
Good.
There's a reason why. It's hilarious, though. They've been saying Twitter is dying now ever since Elon Musk took it over. But where does the essentially the resignation letter from former Vice President Joe Biden appear? Twitter. No, it didn't go to the news outlets.
Twitter.
The ones that are in bed with him, probably figuratively and literally. Because, he probably thinks they're all his kid or something. But
I'm trying to see how many views we have on Twitter. So.
What do we got? We got some more chats here from Yassine Fakir. I hope it's not fuck queer. He's from Canada. He sent $69.99. Support from Montreal. Keep fighting the good fight. Thank you very much,
man.
It's nice to know that not everybody in Montreal is a leftoid shit nozzle. Sean St. George, Kamala is as black as Elizabeth Warren is Native American. And then he follows it up with, God, what the hell is up with this? This is like, it's having a seizure.
What?
Freaking YouTube's website. I'm trying to just scroll through the chats and it's blipping all over the place. It's like playing Bugs Bunny's birthday blowout on the Nintendo. I think that recording of Biden was a just-in-case video in case he died or was incapacitated.
Yep.
Could be.
The thing that makes me wonder about it, though, is that he appeared as Orange Biden, Bronze Biden, which only made an appearance after the debate for the first time.
Okay.
So it's consistent with how they've been trying to pawn him off since then. So,
well,
they maybe recorded it very soon afterwards. Who knows?
See, my thing is this, is the people who came up with this plan to put Biden up as a front runner did not know what the hell they were doing. They did not think it through.
They just wanted plausible deniability.
Well, they wanted to get they wanted instant results, and they did not plan this out.
Yeah.
And we have seen exactly what they have in store for this country for the past 4 years. And
yeah. It's
we're going to have to show up in force and, have our voices heard, because this is just getting ridiculous.
Way beyond ridiculous.
It's redonkulous. That's why we're talking about it.
That is exactly why we're talking about it. And speaking of redonkulous, El Snows tossed in 40 bones after the banner went up and said, "Here's some dough for you guys. Please play Singing Pop."
Hey. I hate this one.
Fuck on that, Trebek. The face just like your ex likes it. Romulan pop.
I know. It's a Romulan headgear.
That is some homoerotic shit right there.
Yes, it is. It's a good thing it's not actually him. Otherwise, he might have to go into hiding. Hiding with Biden.
Stop. Stop.
I haven't played that graphic in a while. Do I still have it? Not even sure if I do. Oh, yeah, I got this one.
How many years old is that one?
It's like 3 or 4 years old. It was one of the first ones that I made after, I think it was Jimmy came up with blue screen Biden. I was like, oh, that's genius. I got to do something with that. Ken J, 1090, sent in $50. You know what that means. You get yourself a We're Not Worthy, because we're absolutely not.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Did we do a We're Not Worthy for the guy who gave 69?
Canadian money, so I'm not sure how that figures out. That's why I just kind of withheld.
Give him one.
I'll give him one.
Yeah.
All right. What was his name again? Yaquir from Montreal. One for you too.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
My name is Jacques Facteur. I am from Montreal. You eat my croissant, you fagot.
How did that woman got on camera, said "Hawk 2," and then it
just blows up.
It blew up.
The thing is, it's because she's like a 6 and has a nice smile, and because she said it with no shame.
Yeah.
And now people are like, well, you could do an OnlyFans. Like, oh, no, I Hawk 2 in private. So it was kind of a letdown for a lot of the simps out there, but she's parlaying it into she's going to take her 15 minutes, and I say good on her. I'm a capitalist.
Yeah, why not?
Ken J says, nothing clever to say this time. So here, go buy a bottle of nice scotch. Cheers.
I gotta lay off the booze for a while, man.
You have been laying off the booze. I'm going to bring over some good shit next week.
All right.
Rusty Shackelford, bless you, Sarge.
Thank you.
And Frank Rizzo sent in $19.99. It's like
hey, jerky.
We're not some retail outlet. You can round it up. Well, did the extra penny hurt? Just asking for a friend. Well, so it's 9:17. So should we? I don't know. I curated these pretty good. There's nothing YouTube objectionable.
Okay.
I cannot say the same about the super chats on the other sites, so I'll leave it up to you. New tech or no new tech tonight?
Let's We don't need to do new tech.
Don't need to do new tech tonight? All right, cool.
It's the worst that happened. I mean, we'll just get to monetize it.
I know, right?
I mean,
but
let's not do anything that gets a strike, though.
No, we're not going to do anything to get a strike. And because, this is YouTube and we're about an hour and 20 in, I do think it is time for a good, decent-sized piss break. And then we'll come back and we'll do some fucked up and funny and the rest of the super chats. How does that sound?
All right.
Winner, chicken dinner. So everybody's going to go drain the main vein. I'll put on some tunes for you here. Actually, no, I'm going to put on a deep fake.
Oh,
that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on a nice deep fake for you guys.
What,
enjoy. This one's an oldie but a goodie.
All right.
So Pop is dead. He went upstairs, gave himself a swirly, drowned in his own piss. You know how it goes. We'll miss him.
I thought maybe his junk exploded because he didn't roto till that dick slid again.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? It is what it is. I'm gonna get this banner off the screen here. I feel like we're the Communist News Network. That's good stuff, man. All right. You know how it goes. If you haven't seen the Fucked Up and Funny segments over on the YouTube side of things, where there are 510 of you still watching, we got 983 on Rumble, just kicking YouTube's ass.
We did go over 1,000 on Rumble.
Hell yeah. Okay, why is that not where? There it goes. Okay, I got to reload Odyssey, of course. It's being weird. My computer in general is kind of being weird right now. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so the entire... It's not YouTube, it's my computer that's messing up right now, apparently. That's not good.
Things happen.
Yeah, things do happen, but it looks like everything is having a seizure when I'm trying to just go through and look at stuff. I don't like that. It ticks me off. It leaves me perturbed. But I want to give a big shout out to everybody who submitted videos for tonight's stuff. We got Berserk Hunter, and he sent in quite a few. Digital Do, my boy, sent in one. It's a really funny one. Vincent Van Gogh, F Yourself. Red Pill Rebel. And, of course, we got another one from the Digital Do in there.
All right.
Some good stuff. Oh, I forgot to bring up the video, and it's one of your favorites, so I want to make sure that we don't miss it.
Oh, this one here.
Oh, yeah, we got to have the effed up and funny introduction. Yeah. Although we did forget to do one thing, and it's very important. So everybody, just put your dancing caps on.
Oh, here we go.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no swear.
Oh, God, fucker! One of these days, I'm going to land one in that freaking tee.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare do that.
It's time for Fucked Up and Funny.
The fuck?
Now, I know you, as a former paratrooper, are going to hate this video. But,
Is this a jumping one?
Yeah.
That's really low.
It's pretty low. It's a base jump.
Oh, okay.
3, 2,
But it's still really low for a base jump.
That's too low. Oh, no. No!
Oh, bad news bears, baby.
There's a fucking train! No, man. Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he doesn't look any further down because I don't want to see.
All right.
I'm really glad I don't get to see the rest of that.
You're getting the dumbass pulled out from the fire department.
Yeah,
You're going to come out there and go, all right, we got a dumbass here.
Yeah.
So now he's got 2 slits at the end of his dick.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, somebody's not, they're not going to be making it. Why is this so freaking weird, man? It's like, it's bizarre.
What?
I'm just trying to scroll through and look at the frickin' chats, and everything is like it's having a seizure. Sarku, have any of the men you have served with gone mercenary soldier after they left the army?
Yes.
I leave it to the vets.
Yes.
What about you, Sarge?
No. Of course, the circles I ran in weren't the same ones that Pop ran in. I know a lot of PX guys, PX Rangers that might claim they did shit like that, but I don't know any legit guys. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
No, I know, I don't know, lots of guys who worked for Blackwater and then Triple Canopy and then the Academy, which Blackwater turned into. Some of them are still there. I knew guys who literally spent 7-8 years hunting individuals on the, in Afghanistan, right near Pakistan and what have you. Or guys doing a personal security detail. Those guys got paid a lot. But, some of the alphabet agencies would hire these guys to do missions for them off the books. And they were getting a lot of money, man.
Oh, I bet.
And they actually gave me the invite, but I can do that stuff for my country, but I really can't stomach doing that for money. I'm just not that guy. I've never been motivated by money. And I'm certainly not going to put people in the dirt because people are going to sign a check over. I'm not doing that.
No.
I'll talk shit about you. That's a whole different thing. Maybe I'll throw wet toilet paper at you when you're not looking. But
wet toilet paper.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. All right, we're going to move on to the next video here. This Brits apparently really don't like their traffic.
People think all British people do is drink tea, eat crumpets, and talk about Harry Potter all day. It ain't true. We're sitting cunts in traffic! There's some beautiful parts of this country. Beautiful parts where you can just sit for hours and enjoy the view. This ain't fucking one of them! The wildlife in the UK can be very dangerous. If you feel threatened, take all safety precautions. Fuck off! This is British comedy at its finest. Oh, look at us. We're a normal country. We sell cars. Can't fucking drive them, though. British countryside. Sometimes you can sit here for hours and look at it. Also, sometimes you have no fucking choice. You know what they say about people who live life in the fast lane, don't you? They do not live in fucking England. Oh, there's no traffic. The light's green. But hold on. It's a fucking learner. Come on. Go. It's a good joke. What's worse than being stuck behind a learner driver? Being stuck behind two of the selfish pricks. Do you want to live in London? Do you want to live life in the fast lane? Good fucking luck finding it! They say if you look at something for long enough, you'll start to love it. Well, I'll be shoving my cock in a fucking brake light sandwich. Why the fuck do they call it a rush hour? Slow down, everyone! Calm down! It's not a race! Stop rushing! Americans drive on that side of the road. But in England, on this side of the road, you sit here and do fucking nothing. Got another joke. What British people in a statue got in common? We literally never fucking move, ever.
It's going to have a heart attack. Damn.
Woo. My boy thought that was the funniest shit he has seen in so long. He's like, you got to put that one on the show, Dad.
That's good time.
No problem at all. We got Evil Zombie Toe over on Rumble. Good to see you, sir. When I was an E5, a female M-Day got the E6 slot above me. At 1 year, she says, at AT year 1, she says, I'm finally starting to feel like I understand my job here. A job that I did daily as a mill tech, she didn't. Wowza.
Yep.
It's good times. And then Saraku says, I identify as a minor deity. Worship me. As long as we're identifying as things we're not, like
We're not doing that.
Like the president. Oh. Sorry.
Oh.
This is bad, right?
Dude, you need to go right to the hospital, bro.
This is bad.
That's bad.
Ooh.
Oh,
my
no,
God.
man.
Holy
yeah, let's arm wrestle the guy that's like 3 times your size. What could go wrong?
Oh,
What
I hate
could
to
possibly go
see
wrong?
body parts bending in ways they should not be bending.
Oh, amen to that. Holy
I get
crap.
like a nausea feeling here.
Yeah, it's bad news bears. That's why I said I was sorry. Mighty Mouse Malibu, Pop, can you recount your being a dick story about dumping Slurpees on people? Sarge needs to hear that one.
I did that quite a few times.
I think I missed it.
Yeah, tell him to give me the context because I've done that so many times. Which story does he want?
Pick one.
Well, I used to do it at the Tacoma Mall. I did it at Cedar Point. The most devastating one was at Cedar Point in the sky crane thing.
Yeah.
You can take those little on a cable car, and you're up about 200-ish feet. And I was with my buddy who's now deceased, Mike Ream, and I went there with his family. And I had bought 2 Slurpees because I was going to give one to Mike, but he already got one, so we had an extra Slurpee. And
extra Slurpee.
I'm just looking at these people walking around, and I did not think I would actually hit people. But I did one of these, and it like this family's walking along, and kadoosh. I got them. I used to do it all the time when I was in the Army at the Tacoma Mall. And good luck catching me because I was an airborne ranger and I could run like the wind. No, I was an asshole. I did that all the time.
You asshole? Never.
When's the last time I actually did the Slurpee op? I think it was like 21 or 22.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you were young and dumb and full of stuff that rhymes with dumb, so you're going to do dumb shit.
I was big into practical jokes. I was an asshole. I did stuff that you shouldn't do. I don't think I would have gotten in serious trouble if I got caught at Tacoma Mall throwing Slurpees on people.
Yeah.
I'd probably just yell at me harshly, make me pay a cleaning bill. And
you'd rate the ass chewing on a scale of 1 to 10. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. I've been yelled at quite a few times.
Hey, if they steal this year's election, somebody's going to be providing a shitload of Slurpees over in the White House, I hear.
Oh, yeah, you ain't kidding, man.
Oh, my Lord.
Mando wrote in an email. He says, Blake, you reminded me of this. I wasn't going to go through with it. Pop, grab your bucket. Sick, evil idea. Get all of Swallowa's previous bosses who are still alive and able to donate to provide a baby batter donation. Mix them in a blender with some kind of fruit Harris likes to make his smoothie. Have her drink it and ask her how she likes being a cum guzzler.
God, stop it.
Oh, God. Or if you love trannies so much, you can have a Bloody Larry. Oh. Thanks, Jimmy. You rancid asshole.
Hey, with the rise in trannyism, we finally understand where the old adage, eat a bag of dicks, came from. Because,
yeah, I mean, that they got to get them from somewhere.
Yeah, any hospital in America now has a stray bag of dicks.
Yeah, you just grab them out of the medical dumpster like they did the fat chick's body stuff in Fight Club.
Yeah, there you go.
What happens if the bag of dicks rips on the barbed wire fence?
Stop.
And it starts falling out like sausages and like having a barbecue accident.
Stop.
This is bad, right? This is bad.
Dude,
Kamala's going to be there with her mouth open looking like the chicks and beat him and eat him on a Tory.
You bastard. You know that? I'm sensitive to that, man.
Could you imagine that? I could imagine her just standing at the bottom of a building, looking up, just wishing for stray cum to fall. And then, when she catches a drop, you have to inform her, I'm sorry, it's bird shit.
Listen, the first time I saw that movie in the movie theater, I literally had to get up and walk out to the lobby. Because I was like, what the hell?
Well, it could always be worse. You could be this guy.
What?
He's too fat. He's too fat.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
That is savage.
He's just too fat, bro. You're just too fat.
Damn.
Lose some weight, and then you don't have to worry about being compared to a turtle for the rest of your natural-born existence.
Yep.
Tantalum 180, the more you far to the the more you far to the Can I get the more you know? I can't get that freaking... I tried to load that one up. I couldn't get the damn meme to load. I got to compress it in a different file format or some crap.
That doesn't work in StreamYard.
Fan I am. Blake, what's ether? Is that when you collect chocolate eggs in your ether bath cat? No, Mike Tyson, it's not.
It's not how it works.
Use ether to cut the heroin into pieces so you can sell more shit. I learned that from watching Bad Boys.
What do we got here? Ben I am. Blake, you're looking a bit leaner. Have you lost weight? I don't know. I need to put new batteries in my scale. I went to weigh myself the other day and it said low. I was like, me? Probably not.
Yeah, I got you.
I'll check it out. But last I checked, I was down to 173 from 191.
All right.
So not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse.
You're light heavyweight now.
Yes. This is the the cheese of truth.
Cheese of truth. You will be bald forever.
What?
Just fucking...
That was pretty good. Like, what?
And apparently this is a thing. Like these cheese of truth videos, people will print up stuff and slap cheese on it, and they read the message that's written through the holes.
Okay.
But this is the first one I've seen where they actually threw it on the dude's head. So I mean, I just love his reaction. He kind of looks like Terry Crews.
Cheese of truth. You will be bald forever.
What?
And he looks like a cross between Terry Crews and the dude who cries hilariously on Intervention.
Yes.
Sarku, when you die, have your rifle and handgun buried with you and let your relatives or friends know about them. Just like Sarah Connor in Terminator 3. Cliff 3188, the media is embodying this hard. The party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command. George Orwell, 1984. You ain't kidding, brother. Motherfucker, this is messing with my eyes. Berserker Brad, 1983. We need a legal defense equalization act or something like that. For every dollar the prosecution spends, an equal amount is also provided for your defense. Just a thought. And he says it's hillbilly Hillary time.
Oh, here we go.
And I can't even say anything because he donated 25. I got to give the people what they want, Pop. So avert your eyes. Or is it a train wreck and you can't look away?
Yeah, I can't look away. That's just terrible.
I know.
I wonder if Hillary's actually seen this.
Let's be honest, Pop. If she had seen this, you would have committed self-deletion by now.
You never know.
I'm just saying. Which one is this here now? Cheese of Truth we've already watched. Here's a good one here. This is kind of gross, but funny.
You know those toilet paper particles that get all caught up in your pussy lips? You know what I'm talking about?
What?
Now, okay.
What?
I have affectionately referred to these as coochie croutons, but now a new name has come to light. Clitty litter.
Okay.
Clitty litter.
What's with all the bruising by her cleavage there?
My guess is she likes it rough.
Apparently.
All right.
Rough, just the way your mother likes it, Trebek. Cliff 3188, ball snap fart or dog walker yeeted out of her front door, please. You do not have to beg me for this one. This is the funniest shit ever. I love this video.
It rips her pants off.
Like, you never ever hook the German Shepherd onto your belt loop because I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yep. We got to put that scream on the soundboard. That was great.
It's so fucking funny. LB Weaver, whatever happened to presumed innocent before being proven guilty? The left happened to that. Believe all women. That was like the beginning of it. And away we go.
And away we go.
And the media loves crucifying people in the court of public opinion before a court date. It gets them clicks. So that's what they want. A little redonkulous, but hey, what do I know? Single for Life wants the blue dildo of doom.
Oh, here we go.
And I aim to please. Could you imagine that face chasing after you with a giant blue dildo big enough to brain you?
Well, I've actually seen the crazy eyes in lots of Latina chicks, so I'm not surprised.
Oh, I know. One of them decided to blow up our Instagram for a month straight to insist that she wasn't crazy.
Uh-huh.
Wow. By acting crazy.
Because that's how you do it. I actually responded to her that way once I finally realized. I was like, I keep seeing this name come up. So I went through and I read all the messages, and there's just like dozens of these things. And I was like, you've obviously proven us wrong. We were stupid to think that you were insane. Right?
Right.
I mean, this is how you prove us wrong, by acting like a complete fucking lunatic. Makes all the sense in the world.
Who the fuck has time to hate watch and cyber stalk any fucking buddy? I can't keep up with motherfuckers I like.
Yeah,
Who
no
the
kidding.
fuck's got time to go after people they fucking hate?
There you go. MGTOW Mando, who would enjoy playing Poke Her with Cackles Kamala? She could never successfully bluff. I don't want to do either.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine the kind of like herpes just coming off of her air supply? My Lanta. It's terrible.
I don't know, man.
LB Weaver, Camel Toe can't defeat Trump because of misogyny and racisms. Yeah, I know. All of a sudden, misogyny and racisms are going to be back on the table. Hilarious.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of tired of this bullshit.
A little bit. LB Weaver, I'm not sure what this is in reference to. RE $20, his wife won't let him. I'm not sure who you're talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Somebody was having a conversation in the chat, and I'm sure it went something like this. We got to play the burp one more time.
I can't do it. My tummy hurts.
Although she makes a little sex noise right here. There you go. Woo!
That was good, man.
That's some good stuff right
I
there.
love that shit. Oh.
You could. There's got to be a. Drew on the Kit needs to do a metal remix of that, just with that.
Sounds demonic.
My tummy hurts.
Yeah, that sounded like some fucking exorcist shit.
The power of Christ compels you. Your mother cooks socks in hell. Dyslexorcist.
Oh my God.
Oh man. LB Weaver says that was a 1999 super chat from about a half hour ago. I got you.
It's all good, man. Thanks.
It's all good, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate every little bit. All right. Attempting to move this down while my laptop is having a seizure. What is wrong with this thing? All the sites are doing this. Professor Blake Pooh Ass Blaster 3000. You know how much I love saying that name 3 times fast. Pop, let's just say today at work I was being blamed for something. It was a female, of course. The manager tried to get me in trouble, but I pulled the blackmail on them, both of them, of photos of them. What?
All right.
You have photos of them? Like
stuff?
Photos of them?
Are these like just regular pictures, or are they
sniffing carpet samples?
Photos.
The carpet samples?
Did you walk up on them in the parking lot doing the up and down butt test?
The up and down butt test? Yes. What? I got to go. I got to go to the doctor. I got to do my up and down butt test.
Now, one of my soldiers was a cop, and at night when he works the night shift, he'd like drive by cars that are parked in, because if you drive the same route, you know where cars are supposed to be.
Yeah,
you get used to it. And every once in a while, he'll walk up, and the windows are all steamy, and he's like, "Uh-oh, we got the up and down butt test going on in here."
Nice.
So that's what I meant by that.
Steve Oink sent in 18, specifically from 191 to 173. $1 for every pound Blake lost. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Tantalum 180. Blake, bro, you are looking cruiserweight or something. I don't want to be the first to mention it. Pop and Blake dialing it in. We're still waiting on Dwarfin Sarge. You're too fat, Sarge.
Yeah, well, listen. When
he's retired, he's allowed.
Yeah, it's hard to lose weight when you get older, man.
Yeah, it's a lot harder. I mean, shit, I hit 191 before I was married. I mean, like well over 10 years ago.
Mhm.
And it's taken me this long to finally find like a diet and exercise regimen that's actually working.
How tall are you, Blake?
5'11".
Okay.
I look smaller in the Ride and Roast videos, apparently, because when you and I appeared on stage together and people hadn't seen us standing next to each other, they were stunned that we're the same height and roughly the same weight. So, they're like, I thought you were like a little guy.
Well, you do have a mama wrecker.
I do have quite the mama wrecker. And when we're in the car, I sit further back because I have all the sound and camera gear and stuff, like literally in the floorboards of my feet. So I'm sitting further back, and Pop sits forward when he drives.
Yeah, I have to be on top of the.
Yeah, because
I hate looking. I just
the butt donut, man.
I like to be close.
Okay. So no pimpling for Pop.
No pimpling. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You can always tell when somebody's got a pimpling because their left arm is always tanner.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is I did the Griffin Group Personal Security Detail School in Florida.
Yeah.
And if you're doing the pimp thing and you need to get out of trouble, it's really hard to drive. You need to be.
Oh yeah.
You need to be able to touch your elbows.
You got to get on there.
Yeah. But the nice thing about the double bulletproof pimp lane, where only your fucking left eye goes above the dash, you're fucking low silhouette, man, and they're gonna have trouble shooting your ass.
Yeah, you heard that?
Especially if they're aiming their gat sideways at you. They'll never hit you.
Let's just hope we don't have any more gunplay with anyone.
Yeah, I would appreciate.
I just want this. I want us to get back to being a peaceful nation again.
Yes, and that's why we have to balance out these shows with funny shit like this.
All right.
That fence is electrified.
Uh-huh.
What's funny is this. Donkey was laughing.
That's great.
I love it. It's just like it's
the
so
dog's
great.
like, fuck.
Oh man!
Oh my
With a
God,
laugh
that's
like
great.
that, he could be the vice president.
Yeah. That's actually pretty good.
Mando, that dog walker's scream is almost as iconic as the Wilhelm. You're damn right.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
get
think
this-
that catches us up partially. Damn. Fan I am, male version of me, the no burp challenge and email 15 seconds long. Okay. All right. Oh, no burp challenge. Yes, I have seen these. They are hilarious. That's actually where that video came from. Oh, we've seen this one on the show before.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on here? All right, stand by. What's going on here?
Is it not playing?
It says your browser has lost connection to your screen share audio. Try sharing your screen again. Restart your browser if this continues to be a problem. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop sharing and bring it back in here.
All right.
Let's share the screen.
Oh, we
Pray
got
to
an error.
Okay. Oh yeah, we had an error. We had an error. Let's check it out.
Oh my gosh. What do I do?
What the fuck?
What do you think is going to happen?
This is Bad News Bears, baby.
Oh, no.
But can you chug a sparkling water?
Yeah, there's a reason why that video was only like a couple of seconds after he stopped. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I drink the sparkling water once in a while, and I don't chug it because I'm not stupid.
No, you got to take your time with that stuff because you don't want your ass to turn into a water cannon or have a stomach rupture or some shit like that because that stuff is no fun.
Nope.
Professor Blake Pooh Blaster, let's just say it was photos of them having fun with each other. And the look on their faces was priceless. The manager told me, you can go. Good. Well, yeah, these bitches, they think that there's no consequences for the things that they do. And they're just used to being able to point a finger at a dude and getting him in trouble. When a dude actually has the firepower to shoot back, they honestly don't know what to do.
No.
They're so used to getting compliments when they get consequences, it's like they think the world is unfair.
Well, listen, as the economy starts to get shittier and shittier, You're going to see a lot of these individuals get fucking laid off or fired.
Good.
Because they're not productive to the company. They're dead weight.
F them in the A.
Just saying. F'd in the A.
F'd in the A, if you know what I say. Because we ain't gay. And we don't play.
No. No way.
No way, Jose.
Uh-oh, what's
Go eat some hay, make things out of clay, and lay by the bay. I just may. What do you say?
Uh-oh.
And now this dude, the Darwin Award nominee.
Is this
here.
one of those punch tests?
Yeah, it's one of those punch test things. You know, you go and you're supposed to punch it as hard as you can, and then you get a score and maybe some tickets. Well, he decided that he was going to go full Stone Cold Steve Austin on it.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
The fuck?
Dude.
Concussion.
What a dumbass.
No kidding.
Dude, that he probably wrecked his neck right there for the rest of his life.
He probably did. If he doesn't feel it tomorrow, he's going to feel it when he's 40. Not that I would know or anything.
Ugh.
Oh, man. Mando, Blake sharing is caring, hence why the Democrats love AOC and Harris.
Oh.
Yeah, they're all into the polyamory. Oh, back over on YouTube, we got Mark Russell sent in from Australia down under $30.99. Thank you very much, good sir. And from Canada, holy cow, 2 back-to-back Canadian donations, $139.99 from Yassine Fakir. Holy
Thank you so much, man.
He says he needs me some Haktur. Oh, your friend sent me Haktur.
Haktur.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Because
Thank you very
know,
much.
Once you have Haktur, it is bad manners not to spit on that thing. I'm just saying. My name is Croissant.
Oh, my God.
I like to eat toast. Shark dentures. Blake's son is right. British drivers are hilarious.
They are.
That is very much correct. Oh, man. We got some cards that we can read here after this video.
All right.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh, God.
This is the kind of shit you would pull in a barracks bathroom, wouldn't you?
Yes, it is.
I can't leave that on the screen too long. We're still on YouTube. All right, let's read some cards. From Senior Airman Fitzwell, Pops X, number 76. Allegedly, she was born on the highway because that's where most accidents happen. Makes sense to me.
Fair enough.
Dad jokes from moi. Why isn't there a pregnant Barbie? Because Ken came in another box. That's a classic. Classic one.
Yeah.
Fitzwell's Urban Dictionary, slutstitute. Definition: a woman of sloot and a combination of sloot and prostitute, used as a verb to describe a really dirty woman. Used in a sentence. Pops X, allegedly, of course, likes to go to the bar and show off her salute-stitute skills. Now, you are now in the know. Take a card from the deck.
She's too old for that shit now.
That doesn't mean that they're not going to try.
Yeah.
I've seen these people. Okay. You remember Denise Richards, the chick who was married to Charlie Sheen for a little bit? She was like the hottest thing walking after the movie Wild Things came out in 1998.
Yes.
Because she did the threesome scene. Like, everybody wanted to bang this chick. She's in her late 50s now and started an OnlyFans.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And so did Drea De Matteo from The Sopranos, because everybody wanted to look at her, right?
No,
My
I
God,
remember,
she was nasty back then.
Yeah, Tim Pool covered that.
She looks like, I don't know. I mean, I don't speak fluent meth mouth, but that's exactly what it looks like she speaks.
Wow.
So, I don't speak Section 8 either, for the record. It's quite disgusting. Blankets. Seems like it's come swallow a 2024. You ain't kidding, man. You ain't kidding. Oh, I gotta pop this one out so you can see this meme. Blankets. This is genius. I don't know if you made this or stole it. Either way, it's hilarious. Oh, this is too good not to share.
Which one? Oh, yeah.
This one right here. This is, oh, wow. I love it. That is great.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Next card. North of the Yo Mama line. Yo Mama jokes. Your mama's so old she knew Burger King when he was a prince. Your mama's so fat when she goes camping, the bears hide their food. I haven't heard that one. That was good. I didn't hear either one of those before.
It's pretty good.
Meat suit durability, pushing your body's limit. As you start to age out past 35, your body seems less flexible and durable as time goes by. Don't I know it? Just getting out of bed could land you in the ER if you're not careful. Or what do you always say? Like, you're old when you have to warm up to sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You just turned 40 and things that worked yesterday no longer work today. You wake up achy with a stiff back, and Mr. Happy now looks down instead of staring at the ceiling. As you move, your whole body cracks in random locations and times.
Yep.
You also start seeing gray hair all over your body. Turning 40 sucks, but since you have some gray in your head and beard, you seem more sophisticated and successful, which attracts the younger, more smoking hot chicks. Lose a turn to go on your pump and dump dates. Make sure you give them your alter ego, Andy Feltersnatch, and a phone number of your mortal enemy. I prefer Bendy Dick Cummins Snatch still. That's one of my favorites. Only British cigarettes. I'm gonna have to be careful with this. It's British cigarette delicious.
Oh man,
are you gay bait and love to shove things up areas in your body that only certain things should go only one way? Do you long for a significant other who can woo you not only into bed but live? Well, I've got the perfect website for all you homos with homo suspicion points greater than 10. Introducing Only British Cigarettes. Just like your only plans, but gayer. And you can pay for dates using the app GayPay.
Wow.
Here you can bid on or pay for a date with your favorite influencers who are nearby. And if they keep doing these videos well into their 40s, they're going to be spinfluencers. Oh, shit. You got to write that down. Denise Richards is a spinfluencer now. Signing on and searching for the perfect companion, you were able to find a hot guy and bought a package, phrasing, of several dates with him. You two hit it off and become, nice spelling, a couple. To simulate your love for one another, take a bar of melting chocolate and smear it around your mouth and another player's mouth to show your oral love. And once you're done being grossed out, take a card from the deck or chug some booze.
God, that's horrible, bro.
Oh,
holy shit, that was bad.
Woo!
Damn.
That's ridiculous. That's kind of the opposite of only cans. Pop's Dirty Jokes 7. What do you call a lesbian with braces? A box cutter. That's yeah, we've
heard that one before.
Safety briefing. You have to be odd to be number one. That's true. That's true. That's just basic math.
Not wrong.
And that means you're also in your prime. Heyo. All right. Next video.
Uh-oh.
I'm just going to put this on the screen just because of that last card that we had there. And then I'll go back, add the next one in. And now, we've heard of parkour.
Oh, no.
Now it's fatcore.
All right. Okay. This guy has no neck.
Doesn't have much balance.
Look at that. He has got no neck.
Fuck.
Look at that. I have never seen that before.
He looks like an extra in the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland.
I feel sorry for that guy, bro.
This is Bad News Bears, man. He could be his own bobblehead.
Yeah.
Woo, doggy. Calebon, Brandon Herrera did a video called Testing the Assassination Attempt of Donald Trump, where he showed that, yes, it was a bullet that hit his ear.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're not gonna talk to him. Of course not.
Well, there's a picture of the bullet.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, could you Photoshop that in? Yes. The likelihood of that happening from a mainstream media photographer, quite low.
Especially if you're trying to get the Pulitzer Prize.
Yeah, and especially because one of their first orders of cope was plausible deniability.
Yep.
Well, it could have been arranged. Fuck off. Big Mike's raging rectum wrecking purple-headed prostate puncher.
Oh, my God.
And that's just the screen name, Sarge.
Yeah.
Damn.
Pop, check out Economic Ninja and Jay Bravo over on YouTube. They go into a lot of economic stuff. Ninja has been very on it with calling the Fed's moves. Both talk about how the economy is in a controlled crash. Start reading The Creature from Jekyll Island. It's about the 48th time somebody suggested that to us.
It's on the shelf.
We have a copy of it, yep.
Yeah.
You'll also want to read Peter Zeihan. Or is it Zeihan? Either way. If it's German, it's Zeihan. Oh, here we go. We got another one from Blankets here. This is great.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh my!
Look at that big old hog.
That's from the Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, the Ellen show. Don't try to say names, Pop. You know you're terrible with names.
Okay, Grumpy
Dyke. You can call her that.
Grumpy Dyke.
Grumpy Dyke.
Big Mike's raging rectum wrecking purple-headed prostate. Cocksuckers, by definition, are not above board. They're under the table, just like John Wick.
Damn.
Oh shit, man! Kamala gets elected. Oh, well, no, she's not going to get elected, but I mean, like, you know, like her speeches are going to be like Police Academy, you know, where the dude's getting the BJ on the podium.
Yeah,
that's how she got all of her other work,
dude. That, actually, the first time I saw that, I was laughing my ass off. That
because it's fucking funny. Big Mike's raging rectum, etc., etc. It's not hard to zero someone out in the hospital. This is from the Commie News Network. Diagnostic errors linked to nearly 800,000 deaths or cases of permanent disability in the U.S. each year, study estimates. Oh, yeah. Medical treatment, not malpractice. Treatment is the third leading cause of death in the U.S.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
And they wonder why men don't want to go to the doctor. Or the bar.
I mean, my grandfather, he had like 11 or 12 surgeries, and one of them he had like really bad reaction to the general anesthesia.
Oh, yeah.
He was in there for like 5 weeks. He almost died twice.
Yeah, my wife flatlined under general anesthesia. She was legally dead for a little while before they brought her back.
Yeah.
You fucking necrophiliac.
I know, right? What can I say? I'm a necromantic.
Necromantic. That's a good one.
Always, always, always check for a Madam's apple.
The best part about having me as your girlfriend is that I'll sing to you every night.
Oh, word? Let me hear some. Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low.
Oh, my God.
Damn.
That is some nightmare fuel right there, man.
Always check for the Madam's apple.
Wow.
Ugh. Blanket says he makes and posts all of his own memes. Very well done on the memes tonight, good sir.
Man.
Really, that Indiana Jones one is fantastic. That is awesome. You got to post that one.
Yeah, post that one.
He says, as far as you know.
Yeah, hey, post that one on my Twitter.
Okay, that's not something that a person wants to hear.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, because, you know, you're about to, you know, woman wants you to raw dog it. Are you clean? As far as you know. This is bad, right?
You're going to wind up getting the pipe cleaner of doom.
The burning ring of fire is what you're going to get. Ugh. You wind up having to snake out your asshole.
Well, back in the day when they ride you off the range, it's actually a little bit of cotton end of a wire. Ram it up your dick hole.
Butt fucked up the dick hole.
Oh, my God.
Dutch cobbler, gender transition is a splash damage event. Friends and family do not come away unscathed. No, they don't. And most of this stuff is just Munchausen by proxy. You've got the same sort of mothers who want to take over their like child's wedding because they think it's a second chance to have the wedding they wanted.
Yeah.
All right. They want the attention on them. This troon shit is all the same.
The troon shit.
Narcissism,
now,
full tilt.
I saw this video that's coming up, and I can't believe these dudes are that stupid.
Yeah. I mean, this dude is literally like twice their size. The one on the left has bitch tits. Let's see how well this goes.
Oh, my God. That's so disrespectful.
Give my fucking ass.
Actually? Oh, I didn't know that was bad. My bad, bro. Like, actually. Get the camera down.
I didn't know that was bad. I love how he's holding his face still. You turned the camera off. I bet he went in the back and cried.
He's backpedaling.
Yep.
So Pop, the most profound thing I ever had a first sergeant tell me back when I was an E5, he said, never, ever slap another man unless you want to have an enemy for life. He said, you can punch a guy, you can grab a beer afterwards. If you slap a man, you'll never be fucking friends again.
Yeah, that's actually fairly accurate.
Yeah.
Mhm. And women think when they do that to you, you're not allowed to hit them back.
Well, current year, they're in for a big surprise.
Yeah. My mom, when I was a kid, told me that not only was it allowed, she would encourage it.
Wow.
Because it happened to her. She thought that she could just haul off on a dude who did something that she didn't like and there would be no consequences. She was in high school, went out on a date. All the dude tried to do was kiss her goodnight. And she slapped him.
Ooh.
He hauled off, and she said that it felt like her eye was going to explode out of its socket. She went inside, cried, thought about it, and realized that was 1,000% my fault. So she told me, she said, a woman ever slaps you unprovoked, she's like, not only do you have my permission, I want you to slap her back.
All right.
I was like, okay.
Nah, man. Like the last time I actually fought a chick was in 9th grade in high school. That was it. It was.
I had one try to hit me with a pool cue once.
No. This woman was huge, and I had no choice.
I remember you've told that story.
Yeah, one punch.
Oh.
This ain't middle school no more, baby.
Done and done.
If a woman ever says she wants to peg you, punch the shit out of her until that demon comes out and leaves her fucking body. Because that bitch is possessed.
Damn.
She's got one of those booty jam demons in her.
Yep.
Booty judge demon.
Booty jam.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Mungo Harry sent in 25 with a gift. Don't worry, it's work safe. I promise.
Come on now. Listen, we had that. All right.
There you go. Two poop plays is good.
All right, good. All right.
Thank you very much for that, Mungo
I just
Harry.
don't want to have another Granny Whisker Biscuit moment.
Yeah, I know. Mungo Harry is the dude who always makes sure we do at least one shot on the movie night stream. So we love Mungo Harry. No homo. Now, this is why you never bring a hammer to any fight.
Uh-oh. China?
I have no idea. He pulled out
an
AK-47 and a phone. Shit was about to go down.
All right, play that one more time. I want to see what that is. The hammer.
There you go. Hammer, I'll bump it up a little bit.
All right, I got something for you.
Bring it on, man. Great equalizer coming up. Made to order.
Yep. It's an AK-74.
There you go.
That's not a good day for you.
That is not a good day
you
for
get hit
anybody.
with that thing inside of 300 meters, you're dead.
You're dead.
Yeah.
Crazy Uncle, hey Pop, did you read the email and did it twist your mind? Would have something funny to say, but I'm still working on my own channel and haven't been on the entire stream. Got to see Fucked Up and Funny, so winning. Which email are you talking about bro? I don't remember getting one from you myself, so you got to go check your email, Pop.
All right.
That's the problem with us. We get so many emails. Sometimes things just slip through the cracks, and we apologize.
I get a lot of emails.
Okay, now this may be my favorite one. And everybody who has been wanting your daily dose of Hawk Tua with a twist, you're going to love this.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you got to give him that Hawk Tua and spit on that thing.
I disagree with that. You have to maintain eye contact, work that chest, cup the balls. My hands wrapped around the Johnson. And most importantly, when he says, I'm going to come, don't change that speech. Believe me. I know what that feels like. Anyway, good job. Do we like dick? Yes.
Oh my God. That is great. Oh, we're not worthy. Oh my God, that's great. Holy shit, that's funny.
Hot damn.
Holy smoke. Wow.
Oh, wow.
You have to look at a lot of video to put that all together.
Yes, you do.
I don't have that kind of patience.
That's outstanding right there. Now, this one right here, I actually made a small change to this one because when it came in, it was just the first video, and I was like, I know just the right thing to cut in here, and it's fair use because it'll be short. So,
oh no,
enjoy. This is a really, really intricate way to kill a mosquito.
Oh yeah,
it's a magnet.
You guys got time on his hand.
Oh!
Yeah, bitch! Magnets!
Had to put that in there. That was just too good.
That guy had too much time on his hand.
Yeah, I don't.
Just saying.
I'm like, how the hell? Wow. Jimmy Bones, Clitty litter is pretty good, but what about muff bunnies?
Muff bunnies?
Muff bunnies down in your coochie hole.
The Clitty litter sound better.
You get dust bunnies in your muff?
Okay.
If you don't clean it enough?
Yeah.
Ugh. It's
Or
disgusting.
you get too old.
It'd be really bad. Jordan Ford from Canada. Let's make it a hat trick for Canada. Thank you very much, Jordan. And Torgo 1969. What's the opposite of Christopher Reeve? Christopher Walken. Yeah, okay. Send in your jokes. We want send in more jokes. This is funny shit.
Yeah, I like it.
Because we still got more videos. Oh, wow. This is bad. Oh! How do you miss that? It's a giant hole in the ground.
I hope he's okay.
What the fuck?
He's moving. He tucked his legs. He's about to get up.
He's got to have bad road rash on his face.
Right on his face, man. Oof.
And was that cocksucker on the motorcycle barefoot?
It looks like he is.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Why would you be on a motorcycle?
First of all, that's
barefoot?
not America. You don't have shit like that here.
America.
Yeah, fucking Freddie Flintstone over there. What the fuck?
Mando says, I thought it was Ellen DeGenerate.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call. I love this. Nature is wonderful. Why?
It's all right.
Oh, Fan I Am has a new female equivalent for deadbeat dads. Moocher moms.
Ooh, moocher mom, huh?
Moocher moms. It works. That's what most of my... You're totally using all that money for your kid, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, right. Oh, wow. Now, this one is a fail caught by 3 different cameras. You rarely get coverage of a fail this intricate.
Well, first of all, this looks like it's going to hurt.
It's going to be bad.
Oh!
One angle.
What the
2 angles.
Oh, dude.
3 angles. Oh! That dude hit his head hard.
Yeah.
Shit.
You need to go to the ER, bro.
Yeah, I hope he's all right. Woo. LB Weaver, D.E.I. hire, please. Woo, doggy. Oh, now this one. This is just a nice, clean prank, but it's kind of ingenious. Just take the little demonic face and put it right by the backup camera on the car. Oh, I gotta see the
That
scream
is
again.
awesome.
I gotta see the scream again. Woo.
That's great.
Enjoy that, baby. Enjoy that. Oh, hot damn, that's funny. Good stuff.
That's comedy gold, man.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, we'll move on to the next one here. Apparently, there's a new slang term for what this guy's doing. It's called juking. And back in our day, we called it leapfrog.
Agora veio.
Come on, guy. Fuck her out. Find out. Come on.
It's just ball.
I would. Sheep's like, I'm done. You're no fun to play with anymore, white boy.
Well, first of all, I've seen, like in the Q course when they had they used to have the goat lab.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
I
the goat
myself,
story.
I was a 18 Bravo weapons sergeant guy, but I hung out with some of the medics and I got to see their situation. And a couple of guys had to go on sick call because they're in there taking care of their goat and they get like head butted. That's what happens when you give goats steroids. What do you think's going to happen?
I remember that story because I was like, I mean, this one needs to get like 50,000 views because goats on steroids is just too damn funny to not make a title.
Well, I mean, like this one guy, he had his goat on like some really premium steroid shit and it turned into a beast and it murdered another goat right in front of the cadre. And he's like, "Hey, that goat murdered my goat." He's like, "Yeah, well, I think you're going back to the beginning of Goat Lab." And he's like, "That's not fair. Life's not fair.
Survival of the fittest, bitches." Goats on steroids. Oh man, Blanket says, unfortunately, he does not have a twatter. You know what? Email me the meme of the Indiana Jones thing, and I will put that on the Twitter.
Yep.
I'll send it over to Digital Do as well. He can put it on the InstaFace. And he says, can I give you the Indiana Jones meme on Gilded? Yes. Either way, email it to me or put it on Gilded. Perfect. Out freaking standing, brother. Great work. And we got just 3 more videos here.
Oh no.
What could go wrong?
Jesus Christ.
What could go wrong?
Don't do it. You're going to get... No.
Oh!
Like the worst spot to hit.
He's going to get stitches for that one. He's probably cut open.
Nice work there, brother. Nice work. Your brainstem appreciates your support.
He's young. He'll be fine.
Now, you'll love this. I think this is one of the best ones. Cooking chicken tenders in the bathroom so at Hall Nick doesn't eat them while I'm in the shower.
Oh, no.
Go! Fuck you! Go! Hey! Eric! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out!
Oh my God.
He brought an air fryer in the fucking bathroom.
Well, listen, man, this is some barrack shit right there. I mean, we used to do shit like this all the time in the Army.
I'm not needing any more fucking ramen noodles.
No, I used to break in at people's rooms and steal beer out of their fridges and shit.
Damn.
It happens.
You ever had anybody steal your food in the barracks, Sarge?
No, that's kind of fucked up, man. Now, if I knew somebody was stealing my food, that's where you take like a bologna slice, fucking slap it between your ass cheeks. You know, just prank the food, man. Put your dick in the bottle or something.
Oh, okay.
You know,
perfectly straight things to do, right?
yeah. You just prank the fuck out of it.
Just slap the bologna in the crack of your ass. It's just we do that on the cruise all the time.
Oh
okay?
my God.
And then we pay Popscotch, where everybody just hops their penis all over Pop's body.
You could teabag some tuna salad. You know.
This guy's going to get screwed up here.
Oh, yeah. My brother told me a long time ago, he's like, if you ever decide to join the military, he's like, never, ever fuck with the people who prepare your food.
That's right.
Because you will wind up eating bazooka juice in your Jell-O or some shit like that. Like the cooks will mess with you.
You always make friends with the supply sergeant and the mess sergeant.
Tantalum's like, stop it.
So
I'm done.
I was at Fort Knox like 3 years ago. We were doing AT there. And one morning, the food looked all fucked up on the chow line. So I told the guys working there, hey, man, whoever the fuck cooked this, man, it looks like a fucking hate crime.
Yeah.
So they happen to be brothers. And my XO, the major, is like, holy fuck, Sergeant Major, you can't say hate crime to them. They're black. I said, well, fuck, at least they'll know what the fuck a hate crime is.
I like it.
Hate crime. LB Weaver, glad I'm not young anymore, and I didn't even do this shit back then. Speaking of not young anymore, I wonder if this dude is still breathing.
Oh,
man, that's bad.
He landed on his throat. Oh,
I hope he's okay, man.
Damn.
That's stupid.
Yeah, that's really stupid.
I don't know what you're thinking there, man.
Like, just use the ab roller the way that it was designed. Is that so hard? Just like as straight people, we use the holes in our body how they were designed, right? I'm just saying. And when you don't, it could be, what's that word? Bad.
Bad.
Right, yeah.
This is bad, right?
Prolapse, anus, all that other fun stuff. If you want an asshole that looks like a strawberry, keep doing what you're doing. Fantastic. I'm sure it won't backfire at all.
Yeah, it'll turn into an upside down fruitcake by the time you're 50.
Complete with nuts. Oh God, I'm picturing it. Stop!
Oh my God, what? I'm going to bad places.
This is going to a bad place.
Going to bad places in my thinking meat.
Reynard69. Hey, Sarge, was there any gold left at Fort Knox? Been hearing things like it got sold to China and such.
I think the building was empty.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was still there, and it's kind of outside the main post. It's not like you see in the old James Bond movie.
Yeah.
So I think I think the building's fucking empty now.
I mean, if I walked in and I saw all that gold missing, I might make this sound.
That's some good shit right there.
It is. And that does it for all of the videos. We appreciate you. I'm going to check out I don't want to miss any K-Shaps here. We actually got quite a few tonight. Thank you very much. Yeah. HKC sent in 5 and said, thank you all. Well, thank you very much. Much appreciated. And jumping up here, we got Vincent Van Gogh, F yourself, sent in 7 for F'd Up and Funny. Thank you very much. Suze McCarley, always a pleasure, sent in 30 for I planted my perineums today. Snork.
Yeah, that was a miscommunication.
Is it perineums? It should be perennials. Yeah, perineums is something a little different.
Yeah.
A little different. But some place where you might get some clitty litter. Or koozie juices on your dishes.
Yeah.
HKC sent in 2, and he's asking, did you get the book yet? If it was a P.O. box thing, highly unlikely because he only checks the P.O. box like once every couple of months.
No, usually every 6 or 7 weeks.
There you go.
I just checked it like a couple weeks
Close
back.
enough. Lynn sent in 10 and says, for Orange Biden equals the Cheeto Pedo. The Cheeto Pedo, holy shit, that's priceless.
Yeah.
See, we do have women who watch this show. F all you people who hate sub to us. Henry sent in, holy cow, he sent in 100.
Whoa,
wow, thank
so
you so much.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
I'm still laughing at Cheeto Pedo.
It's pretty good.
And he Cheetos, too. No kidding. Excellent. We got a new shipment from Vincent Van Gogh, F yourself. He sent over some F'd Up and Funny stuff. I'm sending the links to myself, and I will make sure they are not. We will go through them. Much appreciated, sir. You don't send me too many, which I appreciate. There is one dude. He's a supporter. God love him. He's one of our live saves. Love him in the chat whenever he calls in, but my God, brother, 80 links per email is a little much, especially considering that's 80 videos that I have to watch, approve or disapprove, and then I literally have to take them, rip them from the internet, put them in there, and then I have to format them for the show. It's a lot of work, so please limit your submissions or download them yourself like Berserker Hunter does. It's good stuff.
Yeah,
Berserker Hunter takes care of me.
We'll get Berserker Hunter. He'll have like 17 links or videos already in the email.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff that we get doubles of, too.
Yeah,
so some things are really funny, but they're copyrighted, so I can't use them. Some of them are just a little too cutesy. Sometimes I throw those in, sometimes I don't. It depends on how unique they are. And sometimes there's things that are just, we've seen them done before, and we've seen them done better. Like somebody sent me a couple of things of the dudes holding the bottle rockets in their ass cheeks on the 4th of July. I was like, nah, seen it. I mean, it's funny, but we move on.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Gendai351 wants to know if you approve of the pop stories
I do.
that he's been cutting together.
I do like them. But you have to understand, 33 years of service, I'm looking across a web of 24 or more concussions, a blast injury, TBI, and a minor stroke.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, somebody will say something, I'll remember the story, I tell the story, and like a couple days later, it's in the ether.
Yep. So, I mean, you having video of yourself is helpful for your memory.
Correct.
Yeah. That does happen.
But the Slurpee thing, I did that for years.
You have to think of specific incidents. I was kind of an asshole.
Yes.
Jordan Ford again from Canada. In my combat engineer course, one guy left his camera unattended. There were some cursed images left behind.
Oh, my God. You don't ever, or leave your phone unattended and have no security screen. Wow!
Wasn't there somebody who left their work computer open with email once upon a time, and there might have been some corn sites that were signed up for and such and such?
Bad. Well, I didn't like that particular person. But I had an E5.
Were they an ass?
No, this new sergeant, he shows up. He just came back from Iraq, so he's a little rattled in the head, and he was really pissing me off. I had him in for extra duty because he missed a drill because he didn't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, all right. Well, I have him doing work, and then he goes to lunch and leaves his phone. Oh, Facebook. Oh, I want to announce to the world that I am gay. I take Cooper. Nothing is off limits.
Oh, wow.
I post it to his Facebook. So he comes back from lunch and he's like, I forgot my phone. And he's like, oh, these messages. Oh my God. I have to go home. I have to go home to take this off my Facebook. I can't do it on my phone. I'm like, no. You leave at 5 like everyone else.
Where? What was the worst prank you ever pulled on somebody in the service, Sarge?
Oh.
Sure,
you know, I never really did anything like mean like that to anybody in the service.
Oh,
no?
That's not mean.
And is there any good, clean pranks that you pulled in the service?
Nah, I can't. Well, off the top of my head, I can't think of any. I think the worst thing I ever did in my life was dump that jar of piss in Dan's car. You know,
I remember that. Fuck you, Dan.
Fuck you, Dan.
I filled up a guy's vehicle.
What you get for slapping a child.
I filled up a guy in my unit. I filled up his Jeep, was a Jeeper truck with packing peanuts.
I remember that one. That's a good one.
He opens the door, they fall out. He's like, I fucking hate you, man. And he drives away, and they're like blowing out the top.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's beautiful.
I'm such an asshole.
That happens. Tantalum says, fucker, email me back about dog tags. I'll hand stamp 550 of them if I need to.
All right. Well,
so email him back.
All right.
He reminded you of that last week.
Well, what I want to do is, say
it in an email.
All right.
He needs a response here.
All right.
Professor Blake Blaster 3000. What if it's a 30-second YouTube video? Multiply that by 80. Yeah. I love you. Get fucked. Okay. I'm just saying.
Well,
if there's 8, the thing is, if there's like 10 of them in an email, fine. 80
is a problem.
That's literally that's a work night at that point. Because if it's a good one, I literally have to take about 5 minutes on average per video to get them ripped.
And your plate
place
is
them.
already full just putting together the videos for Fucked Up a Funny.
Yes. So if you guys have the capacity to download the videos that you like and email them to me that way, it's a lot easier. It saves me a lot more time. Sending me links it's a cumbersome task when you've got like 80 plus in an email.
Yeah.
Cement Butterhauler and now Vincent Van Gogh F yourself. He usually sends on average about 10. That's more workable.
All right.
So just saying. I mean, you guys don't need to know about my shit. These are white people problems to you, but I'm just saying, like, I got a business, I have a family, like I'm leaving town for the second weekend in a row to go and fucking work. So I mean, there's a lot of shit that goes on that y'all don't need to worry about. But I'm just saying, if y'all can help me out, and if you really enjoy these Fucked Up and Funny segments where we play these videos while we read your super chats, help a DEI hire out.
Damn.
Just saying.
Savage beatdown.
At least I didn't have to suck dick to get here. There's always that.
God, stop! Oh my Lord.
So Blake is a minority because he's a white guy with a huge cock. Is that what's going on here?
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to talk about my penis on the air.
Okay.
I'm just saying, although it's been in use today. And I can't even go any further than that because as soon as I do, Pop's like, stop. I can picture it. Your wife's like my sister.
Yeah,
Stop. You're like, well, stop.
He like talks about it. I'll be like, oh, and he like laughs his ass off. Stop it. Like he like lives to fuck with me.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah. I guess it is.
Well, your problem is that you have no poker face when it comes to gross stuff.
No, I don't. Because I lost that filter.
So as soon as I know something bothers you, I'm like, excellent.
Let's release the hounds.
Release the hounds.
In this case, the hounds are, just mental imagery that I'm not even trying to put in his head.
Yep.
That's all it takes. She swallows.
Stop.
See, that's all I got to say. That's it. Done.
Stop. God damn it.
Says the captain of the gay cruise. Yes, that's correct, Ronan Son. All right.
Horrible.
It is about 10:30, and I believe that is all the chats for tonight. I'm going to do one final check here. Thank you to everybody who has been donating tonight over on MGTOW.tv, Odyssey, Rumble. Rumblies and the Tumblies still has over 900 people watching. You guys are the bomb. And we have 434 still watching over on YouTube. And it looks like no additional K-shapes.
Well, we got 75 views on Twitter.
Not too bad. Not too bad
for
second stream on Twitter.
Yeah, it's better than Twitch.
Yep. Go ahead and give it a follow on there. Pop Terrence. You should have been Redonkulas Regiment, just my opinion.
I think we have a couple of them, but that's the one I got the blue.
If we can change it to Redonkulas Regiment, that would be a little bit more choice.
I'll look. All right. Well, we can set up another one. I think we have one under Redonkulas Regiment.
I think within a certain period of time of setting something up, you can change the URL.
Huh. Okay.
So, and the old one will redirect for a certain period of time afterwards.
Okay.
I think. Don't quote me on that. Mando, we loaded the Exo smart car into a 5-ton in Germany.
Yeah.
That's a good one right there. All right, Sarge, I'm going to turn it over to you. Any final words for the chat before we take our leave?
Yeah, I just want to thank Big Bad Wolf for appearing on Smokin' and Jokin' last week. I know he had some plans tonight, so he'll probably catch the replay. But Big Bad Wolf, thank you. I'm on every Saturday, by the way, so you guys can find my ass there. And thank you, Blake and Pop, for having me on. And I'm kind of sorry I didn't get to see Dave, the resident cran eater.
The resident cran eater, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
all right.
I told him he was welcome to join, but it's like he knows how it is when two old grunts start talking, things kind of go off the rails.
Go off the
sometimes.
rails.
So I think he just wanted to sit back, eat his crayons and popcorn, and just chill.
Like the overarching theme of this is affirmative action in DEI bullshit, and we have this DEI problem at the highest levels of our government.
You ain't kidding.
This is not going to go anywhere good.
No.
At best, DEI hires are mediocre at best.
Yeah.
You don't need those people in charge of you.
They're like girl bosses it's like a Skittles bag of girl bosses at that point. You got third string dudes, sometimes even lower than that.
No,
my
don't get me wrong.
gosh.
I've had, I don't know, half a dozen or so female commanders. One of them was pick the meat off the bone, ugly, and just a raging bitch. Last name Dina.
Yeah,
I had
remember
another
her,
one
yeah.
who was she grew up with like 4 or 5 brothers. She was like a dude.
Yeah,
because I remember she kicked my door, but unfuck yourself, sir. I'm like, Roger that. What happened? I missed some slide deck or something. I needed the slide deck, and you're fine. I'm like, I'm sorry. Oh, God damn it. But I react to that. I feel like, wow, Sergeant Pop. I'm like ready to go to sleep. Yeah. Just give me the knife hand. Fuck you. I'm like, okay.
So that's what I've been doing wrong all these years.
Yeah, pretty much.
I got a knife hand your ass to get you to do stuff.
Sometimes.
All right, fine.
All right.
You asked for it.
Fair enough.
You rat bastard.
Ready for the
safety briefing?
All right, everybody. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. Not going to work out. If you absolutely need to fornicate, wear a condom. Wrap your tool. Don't be a fool. Babies are a real thing, and so is slavery. If you have to fight, do everything in your power to run away first. If that is impossible, do everything in your power not to go to the ground, because that is where you get stomped out. Rack up, pack up, and stack up. Travel in numbers. There's only safety in numbers. And maintain your situational awareness. Because if somebody is going to attack you, something in the environment will have changed, and it's up to you to see it. There you go.
And there's no better example of that than our country and republic at large right now.
Yep.
So remember, as always, don't add to the population, don't subtract from the population. Do not wind up in the hospital, cemetery, or jail. If you do wind up in jail, establish dominance quickly. It is pronounced koozie. And don't get the juices on your dishes. All right? And don't let them demoralize you. All right? The talking heads on the TV, they want to demoralize you by astroturfing bullshit. Sniff it out. See it for what it is, and tell them to go fuck themselves.
And share this channel.
Yes. Take it easy, fellas. We'll see you next week.
Take it easy.
I can't do it! I can't do it!